What?
Discord Nitro.
Discord Nitro enhances
Are you having
your
a stroke?
He might be.
We're also on Hover, so if you want to watch 30-second clips of us doing dumb stuff, especially if it's out of context, that's where to find us.
If you can't take it, then leave. But please come in because you're making this very entertaining. Like, I'm talking to Hero in a private chat, and we just think you're a fucking joke.
What?
We think you're funny.
What?
We think you're hilarious.
What?
Some of your one-liners are great.
What?
But you're trying to make yourself into a victim.
What?
This is the wrong fucking podcast for you, buddy.
Kind of like when you thought you were going to be the popular one, and it turns out it's me.
Don't mind making money off of you.
When you sound it like that, it almost sounds like prostitution.
It almost does.
No, because the only one who'd be getting pimped out would be you.
Obi-Wan balls. Are those still a thing?
Benoit balls?
That's it.
They've been putting a
Dude,
lot
you're
of
an idiot.
Just remember who gets to proofread all your shit, so it sounds like we actually have a brain cell amongst the four of us.
You can literally
Exactly.
open up a drawer and she can sleep in it.
I'll say a lot.
You
that
do
it
say a
was,
lot.
Like, shut up.
I was going to keep it in longer than 30 minutes. What's the...
You said you kept it in for more than 30 minutes.
Her, that's the Invisible Woman? Isn't she
Oh,
already
fuck.
the Invisible Woman?
Turn off your
Welcome to
camera
my
and turn it
world,
back on.
Soda. It's not fucking fun when you're in the middle of a live and shit breaks. Everything Chieftain touches is gold. You goddamn right, Rio. Oh, I'm so good. Good thing I was muted on Discord. Otherwise, oh my god, someone's like severing his leg.
Someone get life alert.
They call me a spaghetti eating motherfucker. Fucking racist,
That's a
dude.
choice.
Spaghetti eating. Oh. Hot.
Who bought? Somebody already
Oh
bought.
no, I'm frozen. Oh god, it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those streams.
Oh God.
Maybe if I.
I didn't even turn on moderator view. There, now I'm in mod view.
Awesome. That's true.
I'm lagging and I know it.
Oh,
Where'd your camera go?
there we go.
uh,
It works. Yep, we're good.
my camera shifted.
Yeah, like my fat ass keeps on hitting my. Whoa.
What the hell?
No, my mouse hit. That's my bad. Yeah, I'm good. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you did. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you did here.
So,
Welcome to Legging Out Live on all your social media stuff. And, you know, if you don't like cursing like fuck, shit, or the C word, this is not the podcast for you. But if you like the tomfoolery and abrasiveness of two Army veterans and two college professors, this is the podcast for you.
Marine and Army.
Excuse you?
Military? You are in military? You were in military?
You are a military.
But I was
Yes,
not
you were.
Army.
What? Same thing. Anyways.
Whoa.
Except it's not.
I know, I'm kidding. But if you are, I'll say it again. If you like surly military people and smart-ass professors doing dick jokes, this is the group for you.
what you talking about?
That is. I'll accept that.
All right. There we go. And because we are in a surly mood today, let's start with the surliest one of all. Please welcome Blacklight Oni. Smile, Oni. Oh, that is her smiling.
All right.
Why are you there? You're in the wrong spot.
No, I'm supposed to be here.
Good question. Throwing out my stream invites.
There we go. He is the beautifully bitter bastard, well-groomed, and kind of looks like a samurai. Please welcome Hero DIT guy.
Hero, the fat Keanu Reeves.
There you go.
I'll take it, he used to say.
I still say it.
Yep. He's a very patriotic and very intelligent with a double master's degree. Please welcome Grandpa Soda.
What's up?
And I got a face made for radio. I'm Chieftain. Oh. And my camera froze again.
I don't know what is going on.
I don't know. Motherboard.
Please no.
Let me see. Deactivate and activate.
How do we?
Uh-oh. What's it doing?
Oh God. How do we figure out? I can see we have viewers and kick and welcome, but I don't know how to see who the hell is it.
I don't know what's going on.
We broke it again.
I don't know. Why is it doing this? Why is it?
Don't know.
What's going on?
This is why we can't have nice things.
Right? All
I
that
don't-
planning and production shit we do for a day and a half before, and
Technical difficulties always happen. I don't know why it's
Six
not working.
viewers. We got 6 viewers on kick now.
Not-
Hi, robot.
I can't. It's freezing on me. Streamlabs is freezing.
Just smack it a few times.
you know what? I'm just
Streamlabs is freezing.
gonna go with it must be the multi-stream.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh
We
yeah,
don't multi-stream.
right. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know why it's. I'm literally clicking it 50,000 times and it's not fucking working. Wow. And like I'm on the option screen and
there goes.
and I don't
Curse
I don't
round.
know. I don't know what's going. I don't know what's. I can't get out of the screen. I'm completely frozen on. I'm completely frozen on this.
Oh,
It's not cooperating. It's not moving. It's not closing. It's not cooperating. It's completely and utterly frozen. Everything is frozen on my machine now.
oh my gosh.
Can't get it to work.
There it goes.
Eating bread again.
It's a
Onion
different
bread?
bread. It's
Oh,
no, that's already, but that's been gone. I made some brown sugar bread this morning.
Oh.
So I mean, bread might be a really
Not working.
loose term. It's kind of more like maybe like a sweet bread, a dessert bread, or even more like a cake. You
yeah.
know, if we really simplify it, but because it's pretty sweet, it's
What
I
are
mean,
you doing,
stupid
Mr.
simple.
J?
Like,
Is this for your little stream? Okay. Attention! And that means you in the back. The preceding content is intended for mature audiences only. Opinions and views expressed on this live are not necessarily those of Lagging Out Entertainment, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or any of its sponsors or advertisers. That means we ain't liable. If you're under 18, get the fuck out.
That's right.
I wonder where that bee man is.
Every time.
Thank you, Harley Quinn. Appreciate that.
Yes.
As I'm doing this is where you can donate to us. This is where you can see us. Kind of. We'll see 3/4. Well, you can see 1/4 of us. Everyone else is either behind a picture, an avatar, and one person on camera. So,
Yeah.
don't
And-
forget to watch us on Tuesday nights. Hopefully, if Jesus is on our side and if he can go into fucking Tyrion Death's computer and get him to play the game that he advertises for, that would be great.
We had seen him on Diablo 4 and since it
Diablo
came out. Like,
On Tuesdays, 5 to 9. I can't get it to work. Get a new computer.
give
oh
us
yeah,
some
because
money.
everyone just has money for that.
Yeah, well, you can take a small business loan out or a personal loan. It's not a big deal.
Right.
Got good
Right.
credit. I'm sure he's got excellent credit.
Mhm.
That's
So-
gold.
Capitalism.
Capitalism, all that good stuff. Yeah. So you can check out Tyrion Death there. He plays also World of Warcraft as well. So let's get to our first topic. Well, I'm trying to fix my camera.
Boom, boom, boom.
And for the third week in a row, we'll be defending the Rippaverse, it looks like. So donations, there's like a big thing going on with this, isn't there, guys?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Who wants to field this one?
I'll run with the first one.
All right, sir.
So there's multiple things that spun off of this in our production notes for this. But the big deal is this company. Oh, well, it's not really a company. It's a nonprofit organization called Comic Books for Kids.
Mm-hmm.
And they published a public announcement, a big public shindig thank you to Eric July and the Rippaverse for donating so many books. And I mean, his fans came out in force and fiercely supported not just his campaign and still are supporting his campaign, but also the donation drive that he is doing for Comic Books for Kids. They announced somewhere in the neighborhood of I think it was like 8,000 books already got donated. And like their request pattern is just use this link and people purchase books and donate them. That's all you have to do. That's all they ever asked for. And what he did, which they publicly acknowledged, they said, this is not a requirement, but we want to also thank him for donating it was a huge number of thousands of dollars in donations. And by huge, I mean, it's relative. It'd be huge to like me and you guys here on the show.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was thousands of dollars just for all the proceeds that were
I
gotten
think
from this.
Any amount of money that you can give to a charity is great.
There you are.
We got a close up of your mouth.
Oh,
This ain't OnlyFans, bro.
jeez. but it was like thousands of dollars of donations that he just, all the proceeds from the donation that they were doing also were donated. So it was not just the books for kids, but also the money that he made from the hey, you just buy this book and we'll donate it. And then he also donated that money at the same time. So I'm just saying that's how you do it. And I made a specific comment, and it is very, very pointed and direct. And it's definitely a dig at the mainstream comic book industry. This is how you get loyal fans. This is how you get support for what you do.
Yes, sir.
Don't just be great. Don't just tell amazing stories. Don't just put your money where your mouth is, but also when you do something that's supposed to be a charity, do it full-throated with all your heart. Like,
Whoa.
seriously. Like,
I don't understand. Like, I've been watching all this stuff unfold on Twitter. I know you haven't, and a lot of people on staff refuse to go on Twitter for personal reasons, which are valid. But what I
Guilty.
saw here, it was like these people were making. What's that?
I said guilty.
Yeah, hey, that's your choice, man. Well, I'm on there. I have to market and stuff like that. And you got a family and stuff, and we all respect that, of course. And you want to expose your family to that type of shit anyway. But you would not believe the amount of trolls, Oni, and detractors saying that he's exploiting children and he's got to go through it like this, and he's horrible, and it's bad soda. Like he's a horrible person, and he's like exploiting children for his own promotions. Hello, this is what it's not. The byproduct of do something good is to promote your company as well. It's pretty much unavoidable. Every corporation and company does this, guys. Right, Soda?
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah. Oni?
I mean,
How do you,
I'm
yeah.
not.
Go ahead.
I'm not surprised. It's
Right.
pretty fucking heinous.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting that they're doing it to him now that he's actually out there and making the money and putting his money where his mouth is, where his team wants the money to go. But because he doesn't align with what people want him to align with, oh, he's the problem. He needs to get back in line.
Right.
He made his own fucking line, his own comics line, his own merchandise line, his own music line.
They want him back
He
on the
is
plantation.
the line.
He's actually said they want him on that. It's like they don't like the fact that he's off the plantation. He's actually said it before, Oni.
Oh no, because that's a very common phrase. If you hear people who are independent thinkers who just so happen to coincidentally not be white, that's the thing. There's something about having an identity where you identify with a group, and there's this unity with that. There's a level of protection, and when you deviate, that's when there seems to be issues. In most cases, however, there are certain times where it doesn't. For example, certain groups of people who like to have independent thought and welcome different ideas respectfully, passionately, but always with the idea of what's the next step? What's the next thought? Where does this go? What are the possibilities? They want to see the different changes. They want to see the possibilities. These other people who only see the vision or the visual, if you're out of line, they don't like that. And that's why, whether it's, I don't want to use this term, so I'm going to try to be very careful how I say this. The concept of the Asian family with that one rebel child, that's a very difficult thing, because a lot of Asian countries are very homogenous, and if you don't act like everybody else, you stand out like a sore thumb, and that's bad.
Right.
It's shameful to do that.
You lose face or
Whereas
something
in other
like that.
whereas in other places, you want to stand out. You want to carve something out for yourself. You know, you want to stake your claim. And that's what Eric July's been doing
Right.
for years. But because he's living the life he wants to live and he's boldly standing up for what he believes in, it's intimidating to people. And it's easy to say how people should spend their money when it's not even your fucking money.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Shouldn't be none of
Now,
their
we can
business
say that
anyway.
about our taxes. Yeah, we can say that about taxes because we pay our taxes. We should
He's got a-
absolutely have a right to say that.
It's
But
it's
if
funny
someone
you
wants
say
to
that because he
spend their
wears a
money,
hat. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you meant.
no,
Go ahead.
continue.
He has he has a. Oh man, I just came in and out of my. Oh, he wears a hat that says taxation is theft. That's what I was trying to. Sorry, go ahead, Oni.
We say that because we pay taxes. We should have a say in what that goes to.
Right.
A private owner of something spending their money should not be regulated like that. If he wants to spend it on firearms or feeding children or getting fresh water for his neighborhood or building a homeless shelter, that is his prerogative.
Absolutely. Who the hell are they to tell him what to do with his own money, right?
Right.
He's going and helping kids, getting them to read. That is something this country desperately needs. We need children to want to learn. And he's doing something about it. It's something in his own backyard he has control over that he can inspire change in. He just happens to have more money, which is a great tool to have. There will always be problems in this earth. You have to pick your battles. If you constantly see the world as only problems, you will be very miserable because it hasn't hit you now.
I mean,
here's a little something. The problems will always fucking exist. Might change from day to day, but there will always be something imperfect. You just have to pick and choose what you're willing to live with right now. And at least he's doing something with it.
Right.
And he's helping children, the most important and vulnerable members of our society.
They're our
future. Who deserve nothing less than our best.
Sadly.
Except for Soda's kid.
Yeah. I mean, at least she does have an education, so
that is true. Yeah, and you sacrifice a lot for your kid. So he's not even sacrificing for his own kid. He's sacrificing for his community. Yeah. You know, that is commendable. I wish I think Oni agrees with me like this because I think everybody here knows like that I always, when we do donations, no matter what social media we're on, we try to give back to the community and to people as much as that we give aways. We love doing that stuff because to us, it makes us feel good, you know, like, yeah, we're doing this, but he's doing it at such a level. It's really good. So I think it's a bunch of shit. And then they have all these, I'm going to just call them, they're essentially woke neo-Marxist leftists that are in the tank for DC and Marvel and mock his storylines and to a point where they go, I bet he doesn't even let his illustrate. This is something that really was said, Oni, on Twitter. It's like I bet you he just treats his illustrators like shit and without any say in the book. So I had to throw down some facts. I couldn't let that one go. You know that, Oni. I go, listen, that's not how production works. You have a story development person. You have the guy who runs the shit, comes up with the stories, and then the illustrators draw it. Yeah, they might have some sayings, but they know their fucking role. So if you're going to say something, make sure you know something about it, you stupid fuck. And essentially, I couldn't put stupid fuck. They go like, people don't talk like that here. Yes, they do. Everyone talks like that on Twitter. But I had to like throw, I was like, this is how production works. You have monkeys that draw. You have monkeys that do story development. Everyone pushes buttons, and I call myself a pixel monkey all the time. Everyone has a fucking role. Is it any more important than the next guy? No, everyone's important in the pipeline. I think everyone here can agree with that because everyone works for a living here. There are cogs in a bigger machine. Mm-hmm. Would everyone here agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And it doesn't, just because you're not the big brains doesn't mean you don't have a say. Absolutely. I can't tell you the number of times where I have I have made a suggestion or I've had a question with someone who gave me essentially the sheet of the recipe, so to speak, of what they want. And I go, hey, what if we did it this way? It might give you X effect that they might like.
Sticker.
But since you're the salesperson,
thanks, sticker.
you're the one who's trying to sell them this image. What do you think? And they'll say yes. There are times where they have said yes, and there are times where they've said no. But they don't treat us like robots. We, as professionals, we deal with the materials more often than others. So we're trusted to know what we're talking about. Where if, hey, what if we did it this way? Because it still gets the point across, but it does it in this manner more successfully. They listen. Right. Who'd have thought?
Right. We do that here all the time.
Us a fucking...
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Biddy alert for Hero. But we do that here. Wow. Like doubled up.
Wow.
I'm frozen on there.
Wow, now I'm dancing on you. Sweet.
Yeah, now we have two middle-aged men dancing on Hero's face.
There we go.
Who's also a middle-aged man.
Yeah. But we do that here. Remember like how I tell you guys like you always say, why are you telling us you're doing this? I was like, well, when we have like Twitter money or we have Kick money or wherever we're streaming, I go, hey guys, I'm using the money for this. And like you guys are taken aback by the transparency, I think sometimes. I'm like,
Give us a fucking...
Why do we have to?
Because it's multiple alerts.
Oh yeah. I'm grinding on him. Look at that. Bam, 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 take it.
I could turn it off.
You could put you on one side of the screen and me on the other. That would be fun.
Yeah, but the other one, we have a hype train. But the other one is an alert on another place, and then the other one is on another place.
Well, my thing on this
Give
too
us a
is
fucking...
yeah, money.
That's getting annoying. I'm gonna remove that one.
Give us some fucking...
Aha, I deleted it.
I am. Oh, damn it. But this goes too. I know Eric has a lot of like shit he says, but who the fuck cares? Why is it your business? Why it's like people just get on, shit.
They want him
to
fail so bad.
It's like, why are you even talking shit? Why are you starting shit? Who cares if you don't agree with him?
Like,
go find if you don't like it, don't watch.
Right, go find somebody you do like or you do agree with. That way, it's like, what the fuck? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Like today, he made a video about this. She's apparently a comic book pro. He's straight. Like the video started, and he was like, "I'm gonna apologize right away for jump scaring y'all with this." And in the screen, in the window next to him, it was the thumbnail of a video that he was explaining everything wrong that the woman said about his business and his success. And he kept saying this bald-headed horse looking. I'm like, holy crap, he went in.
Wow.
But this lady was basically saying that he's not successful, he's losing money on this, he's losing money on this, and all this other bullshit. And he just goes in and he just explains facts step by step. He explained that if the mainstream media actually paid attention to the numbers like they do with the mainstream comics industry, he actually said, and this was at the time, I don't know if it's still true. God damn. He actually explained that if the mainstream comics and his comics were ranked at that time, he would be placing number 6 in the bestsellers list.
Oh, I heard about that.
Like as of right now. And he was only being beat out by 2 mainstream titles. That was Batman and Spider-Man.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And
that's
the rest
cool, though.
that were above him Like those were the only 2 American comics that were above him. The rest that were above him were manga.
Yeah.
Take that to the fucking bank. Seriously.
Yeah.
That should say something. The mainstream industry right now is suffering so much that indie comics are outselling mainstream American comics, and Japan
Thank you,
is
Indy.
beating Japan is beating everything else.
Wow.
That's depressing.
Oh, what are we talking about?
Anime.
Oh,
How do you say it? What's the proper term?
Anime.
Is it anime or anime?
Anime.
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 I'm never gonna get that right ever. I'm retarded.
Anyways, that's just one component of this particular
aren't.
topic. Since we're talking
he is.
about comics,
Wow.
there was some other stuff that came out. Let me check my notes. There was.
Let me clear my throat. 4 viewers.
There
On both.
was
We have 4 on both.
at San
Okay.
Diego Comic-Con, there was a comic book pro, quote unquote. Really, he was just a web comic guy that saw Ethan Van Sciver at the convention at a panel. And he was so petty and childish that he had to go on Twitter while he was at the convention, supposed to be doing his own shit, paying attention to his own shit.
Yeah.
He posts on Twitter, I just saw EVS at this convention, and I'm wondering if I should go ahead and say something to the convention runners to get him kicked out because he's offensive. And it didn't go well. He got dragged on Twitter so bad.
Oh, you probably can't. Go ahead. Never mind. Keep going.
I think you made me a mod, but I don't know.
It doesn't give you the authority. I'll figure it out. Who's
Gotcha.
texting me?
Oh, sorry.
But
Turn that
yeah,
up.
he got dragged. Like there were people out there that were like saying, dude, you're being a fascist. Dude, you need to stop. That just because you don't agree with somebody doesn't mean you can take their livelihood away. I thought it was San Diego because I saw this too.
It hasn't happened yet.
You know what? I'm going
Pretty
to look
sure it
into
hasn't happened yet.
I'm going to look into it to give correct information, because if you're disagreeing with me, there's probably I'm probably wrong.
Probably.
It was Garden State Comic Fest.
You're right. Thank you for correcting me.
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead. Oni, you had some things to say on this.
The way he worded it was really childish, and
100%.
I know it's really not my business, nor is it really anything that important in the big scheme of things. But how someone presents themselves in the public space tends to say a lot, especially if you're looking for things. They used wanna, as in WANNA. And the tone was very whiny, which already puts me in a very bad mood.
Right.
That I really wanna get rid of them. Would it be bad? Like they're asking as if they think they have the moral high ground, when the other comic creator is literally just minding his own business.
You know what gets me about that even
he's
more?
there for business.
I'm sorry, I don't
Always
mean
for
to.
business.
What really gets me about this is the guy had the unmitigated gall, the audacity to try and go after Ethan Van Sciver, a legendary artist. Like,
that's the thing, though.
We're talking Green Lantern legendary. Like he worked in mainstream comics. He worked on big titles. He worked on comics that made bank in the golden era of comics. And he went out there and made his own Cyberfrog. I can't remember the name of the other one. I apologize, because I have nothing but respect for this guy. He didn't just
Got nothing but love for you, honey. Yeah, whatever. Got nothing
Whoa.
but love, like Fat Joe.
wow.
Good lord.
Give us some fucking.
But he worked on he worked on Legendary Comics and then turned around and made his own and made Legendary Profit, well, not profit, Legendary Profits, but like made big money just doing something on his own. His name was that big that people came to him when he made something of his own.
Right.
And this guy was barely a pissant in comparison. He's only famous
here's the thing.
because he did a webcomic when webcomics were big.
But that's the thing. Is some people get so on their high horse that they think they can do no wrong. For him, he's like, I'm punching up because I started as a webcomic. But here's the thing. Webcomics were already getting famous.
Mm-hmm.
So you were doing it and it was chance. He was famous before you ever got famous. He was famous before your medium hit the mainstream, because internet was still arguably rudimentary to some people, especially compared to what we can do right now.
To be honest,
so
EVS got famous before the internet had webcomics. Honestly, I think he was famous, if I remember. I could be wrong. He was famous in the 80s and 90s. Like, this guy was probably not even in diapers yet. Not even a gleam.
Well, I mean,
in
he
his
had to, because
father's eye.
his webcomic started in 2000s.
That's like what I'm saying. I feel like this guy probably was maybe an infant when Ethan Van Sciver got big.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. But the best part is, while Guyver's just doing his thing, doing his comic convention, having a great time, I hope. And this curmudgeon is tweeting this. I'm sorry, I have a disdain for Twitter. I think it's fucking stupid. Some people.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, geez, wow, it's
a necessary
really
evil on my side, Oni. I hope you understand that.
I understand. I understand that it can be a tool, but some people log in and they never log off. Holy shit.
Right.
Anyways,
part of why comics
a lot
are the way
of
they
people,
are now.
Right.
Lots of people just went and said, dude, that's fascist. Leave the guy alone. He's not doing anything. So you have a problem because he was aligned with something 6 years ago, and he's literally just at a convention you just so happen to be at. What the fuck is your problem? He's not doing anything. If he's not breaking the rules, what you would be doing is harassing him. You'd be in the wrong. And people called him out. And I'm like, finally.
Right.
Sweet fucking justice. Because here's the thing. We've encountered that in my workplace, where you get a job and you go, well, it's from a questionable place. I don't really support it, but it's our job. I get it. But how does it look publicity wise? Or what if someone has to work on this and it's completely not aligned with their values? And I don't just mean I don't like this color. I mean, if I told them who I was, they would not like me on the basis of things that I cannot control. And there's a point there. There really is. And I think it's a worthwhile conversation. The issue I have is that some people do not want the conversation. They just want to be right.
Right.
That's not how people work. And
I thought I was wrong once I was mistaken.
With Comicsgate, with Gamergate, all that shit, it just caused a schism in people who actually made it and people who thought they made it and thought they deserved more, and what they believed should be happening. And the thing is that there could have been a great conversation, but I'd honestly tried to stay out of it. I was still very much outside of the internet, but it just seemed so pointless to me. Especially because from what I've seen, really not much has changed, and if it did, it changed for the worse. So, that's good job. But the guy wasn't doing anything. So
Right.
here's a lesson to you. If someone isn't bothering you, do not fuck with them. That's just a good life lesson to have. If it's not fucking with you, do not fuck with it. If you go looking for trouble, you will find it. Now, there's also the caveat of, well, I don't have to look for trouble. Trouble finds me. Yeah, so don't entice it closer. Don't give it a reason to exist. It's like going to a yard sale and you find this creepy doll. Don't bring it home. Leave it there.
Soda. It's like you got a cut on your arm and you want to go swim, but there's a bunch of sharks in the water. Probably not a good idea.
Well, generally speaking, you're probably okay as long as you're not actively bleeding from any orifice of your body. But, yeah, it's generally good common sense to just not do that. Oh, yeah, don't pick up pretty blue sea creatures either. Just don't pick up things you don't know what it is. That's a good idea, too. That
Especially
goes for
women.
Right.
people of questionable character as well.
There's our first clip.
Good dating advice.
I don't know how to change the name on this, Soda. Do you know how to do it? If you just
I have
PM
no
me.
clue.
I don't know how to change the title.
I can't. Usually the mods can, but
Yeah, it doesn't give me the option to do it either.
Change what?
The title on the stream.
the other.
It's fine. We can leave it as is. Yeah, I know there's a dashboard, Badger, but I can't find it. I can't find. I know where the dashboard is. Let's just say, and then when I go to the dashboard, it's not in there. So I don't know where it is. I'm having a senior moment here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I clicked this button. It's not the right one. Moderation's dashboard, and it has everything in here. I can see you writing, and I can see you. I hear you, and pretty soon the people that knock down these buildings are going to hear us all soon. No, can't find it. Go to back to channel, edit mode.
Yeah, edit mode. I think you have to do it from like the actual dashboard of the user, which would be you, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I can't. I'm there and I can't find it.
Moderation dashboard.
You.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you trying to change?
I'm there and I can't find it.
Moderation dashboard.
You.
Okay.
And I can hear
trying to
myself.
change?
I'm there.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm trying to change the title of the stream.
The big boobies.
My
It says,
first stream.
yeah, big booby streams. Look out, Amaranth.
That would get it. That'd work.
She's in a bikini tonight. Just glance by.
And
her
I give a
stream.
fuck why?
No, I was like looking through pages and she was on the front page.
I got mine on.
Isn't she typically in a bikini anyways?
I don't know. I don't watch her that often. Nova?
Ask Noah. Yeah, I was gonna say ask Noah.
Yeah, edit stream info. I did that. I have edit mode on.
Hey, Magma.
Go back to channel. Yeah, I can't figure it out. I'm leaving it. I'm not fighting with it right now on a live. That's
You
not
love
happening.
thoughts. What are you talking about?
You love thoughts, bro. Come on. You know what he likes more than thoughts? Trivia questions.
That's right. When they're about him.
So I don't know if you guys had any input on this particular topic. It just, there's so much you could say on
I
that.
already said my piece about it.
Yeah.
I'll throw into it.
And I was gonna follow up, by the way, with also there's another issue similar to this one involving Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill,
my buddy,
is trying to go after, alongside a bunch of comic book pros, Mark Miller, because Mark Miller supports RFK Jr.
Wrong, dumbass. Not you, him.
By the way, Mark Miller, he ain't gonna give a fuck. The dude doesn't just have fuck you money, but he's old. He's an old school comic guy. And let's see, what did he work on? Mark Miller comics.
Isn't he a basketball player?
No, he's a comic book
That's
writer.
Reggie Miller.
No, there's a Mark Miller too.
Oh.
Comics. Mark Miller of fame.
The
of
Birdman.
Whoa. Whoa. Jupiter's Legacy, Magic Order, Kick Ass,
Magic the Slathering.
Reborn, Chrononauts, The Ultimates, Sharky, Starlight, Empress, Ultimate X-Men, X-Men Civil War, American Jesus, Hit Girl, Wolverine, Fantastic Four, The Kingsman, Wanted, Prodigy, Space
I think
Bandits.
Ticker knows it now.
I mean, that's just holy shit. That's just the
That's a
the
lot
first
of. That's a big
page.
body of work. Big body of word. I think I'm iced tea or some shit.
Right.
Mhm.
Big body of word.
Let's see. 1980s and 1990s.
Is Fantastic or Wolverine okay? What Ticker says.
He was inspired by Alan Moore, whom he met.
The new Soda comics coming soon.
I'll look forward to it.
Soda Comics coming soon.
He's
Look
shooting-
out, Eric July. Here comes Soda.
He's coming for your money, bitch.
Trident, Fleetway.
I won't give up his special power yet. No popping. No.
Popping Sith.
Savior, Shadowman, Crisis, 2000 AD, Silo,
He's
Zenith,
coming for your
Judge
Soda
Dredd.
Comics. He's coming for your mother.
There you go. Judge Dredd. That's a big deal right there. Like,
Who's Judge Dredd again?
Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, that's what I thought. That's what I was thinking.
yeah.
Well, they have a new one, but
law.
the new one's much more violent than the old one.
I am the law. I think the next Judge Dredd should be Oni. Can you see her in that like helmet and everything? I can totally see
I could
it.
see her being an epic badass. Just, yeah.
I don't think a
What's
lot of
up,
people will be able
Mojo?
to take
Hey,
it
Mojo.
seriously if they show. Oh, hello, if they see a Judge Dredd and it's like 5 feet tall. That's
I
don't think
that
people
would
take that
be-
seriously.
That would probably be your superpower. Like, you walk up to them and they're like, "What are you gonna do?" And you just kind of
Pull
fucking
out your
yeet
gun
them out the
and
door.
Shoot him in the penis.
Right, like a big cartoon hole where their penis used to be. Like, and then there's like a view of like someone looking through it, going,
He's like, "You shot me in the dick."
Probably wouldn't live long enough to actually say that.
Well, depending, you got to keep him. I guess you judge, jury, and executioner. So
hmm.
Wow. Worked on early Sonic the Hedgehog. Streets of Rage. Holy shit. Oh my god.
So basically,
he's done everything.
Yeah, I'm still scrolling.
okay, like we don't have to go through his entire Vita.
No, I'm not trying to. I was just
Yeah.
I just didn't I knew he was big. I didn't realize how big. That
He's
was like
huge,
6
and that's all
pages.
you need to say, hero.
That was like 6 pages of scrolling.
I know. Mine's like 1 page.
But ultimately, like, this guy, like, you think, and Mark Hamill like straight up actually went out of his way to say, please don't make me block you over stupid stuff. And it's like, I don't think Mark Miller would give a fuck if Mark Hamill blocked him.
Mark Hamill's blocked me because every time he says something that's so like radical, I go, "Oh, it looks like Luke Skywalker did go to the dark side of the Force." Like, I'll say it every fucking time he posts something, and like there's a ton of people that do it too, just to fucking troll him. Because he'll say, "But dude, stay in your fucking lane, bro. Like, no one, like, you're a celebrity. Nobody cares about your input in policy. No one gives a
Here's my
shit
thing
about mine."
When it comes to celebrities online, outside of like meet and greets or well wishes, community relations,
Right.
I consider it just really good policy just to not do
Shut
it.
the fuck up!
whoa,
I think Danny Trejo has great online presence and etiquette because he obviously goes to, his throwback days of where he started, where he came from. Because, I mean, it's inspiring part of it is because it's inspiring
No cream soda.
to
Yeah.
see where he started and where he's come from and to see where he is now. But also because he humanizes his content. You know, whether it's about his donut shop. Yes, he owns a donut shop. His taco truck and restaurants.
Yes.
His acting. I would totally go to California to try his cuisine. It looks, if it's anything like the Instagram pictures, I want to fucking
Cuisine
eat
is
that shit. It
food,
looks
right?
amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
I every time
Why
you
is it-
mention his taco trucks business, like I smile
They're
because
glorious.
I'm sorry.
Glorious.
I only found out about that aspect of Danny Trejo because of Far Cry 6. I'm sitting here playing the game. I'm like, no, no way.
Yeah, they're called Trejo's Tacos. Legit Trejo's
it's
Tacos.
even trendy, like an alliteration there. That's nice.
I think I think his donuts are Trejo's Donuts or something like that. Dude, they look fucking amazing.
Like,
and
playing that entire
He
question
does that.
with Danny Trejo in a video game in front of me, and he goes as far as to be like, here, man, you can use my motorcycle while you're at it. And it's straight up the most badass motorcycle with a Gatling gun on the front of it and a sidecar
that's
with
boss.
a fucking machine gun.
Like he'll do all the fun stuff, but then you see his content online and it's just so wholesome. Or at least it reminds you that we're all human. I mean, he recently had a Facebook, he had an Instagram post because someone from his community passed away, unfortunately. Sponto, I think is his name. He was known for a fashion line in LA. He got into a car accident in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and he passed away Wednesday. He was only 42.
That's sad.
And Danny Trejo put out his condolences, shared a lot of photos from when that man was a younger man. But he tries to unite the community because he has seen firsthand what it's like to be part of the problem or be in the thick of the problem, but to also come out and be able to do something about it. He uses his social media to unite people. Yes, to share ideas like, look at where my life has gotten me. Look at where my choices are. I would never have made it without XYZ people, you know, really good motivating shit. But he, to my knowledge, I don't think I've seen him talk about politics. And I think that's a very professional take because in a lot of ways, not saying anything, best policy. Some people may take it badly, but in my opinion, if you don't mention it, that's great. Because I don't fucking care. I just care about what you do and what you choose to share. I'll judge you on that.
I love Oni. Can everyone agree?
I agree with that too. But I think it's a big. I think that Danny Trejo he's on my opinion, of course, and we all have them. Keanu Reeves, Danny Trejo, and Chris Pratt, fucking what's his name, Nick Cage. Like there's only a handful of them left where they are actors of a different class. Like they're the actors that you put them in a movie and the people will come to see it, period. And they maintain that policy of, well, until recently, Chris Pratt didn't mess with politics and religion publicly either, but now he does. Now he did because he got sick of people coming after him for dumb shit. But those guys, they go out there and they put on a public face. They don't talk about anything divisive. They stay away from all of that controversial shit because the moment one of these people put their opinions out there, they're gonna lose half of their fan base because now there's all this fucking division out there and arguing and like, no. If you are a public figure, a public, somebody famous, Your job is to go out there as an actor, go out there and pretend to be something you're not. That's your job. That's it. Stay the fuck away from everything else. Just do your job. Or, you know, my favorite line.
Shut up and dribble, bitch.
Sounds so low when you hit your button.
It's probably because I turned it all down and then settings changed.
Yeah. Like I have like all the shots and the volumes are different on the buttons because I had to repeat the folder. Right. So there are different settings on every single 4, 3, 2, and 1 shot.
But I could drone on about this shit for so long. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we noticed.
I ran away.
No way. Fucking kidding me. Are we doing the 5 things we'll never hear on Lagging Out today? Or
yeah, we're gonna be doing that. That's gonna be Chieftain's Campers Corner.
Sweet.
That's a great tease, Soda. Thank you so much for the tease. So everyone's getting it's an equal opportunity offender Campers Corner coming up later. If you're new to the stream, everyone has a segment. Soda 6-pack, Heroes Hard Drive, Oni's Yomi, and Chieftain's Campers Corner. And sometimes we have mine, sometimes we have Heroes, sometimes we have Oni, sometimes we have Soda, sometimes it's all 4 in one show. So it depends on how we feel on a Thursday. So
that's fair.
I go, can we make that an Oni's Yomi? Because I want to hit the button because she's got a cool intro.
And we haven't had one in so long.
I know. I miss hitting the Oni button, so it's so great.
Honestly, I miss seeing all of those intros. And
I'm still working on Sodas. I'm looking for like prepackaged stuff, and I'm looking for literally Soda opening, and I can't find like a good one because I have something in mind for Soda's 6-pack, but I can't find it. I wanted a girl to go you hear it open, it's Soda or something like that. You know,
I'm gonna be honest. I can't wait to see it. Every time you do something,
I can't wait to have time to do it, bro.
Yeah.
Every time you do something like this, Chieftain, I'm not gonna lie. I might be, you
nerd out on it.
I do because I love your creativity.
Well, if it wasn't for Oni's writing of May the 4th, I think her writing actually made that, and then I just did the graphics around it. Everyone I showed that to is awesome. They're like who did the helmet? I'm like, well, it was 3D printed, and then Oni actually made it workable because she's awesome. She put a horn. She's like, they go, she put the horns on that. It's like, yeah, she put the horns on it. She painted it. She put the colors. Like that was all Oni. Like she's fucking talented as hell. So I mean, everyone contributes their thing. Like we wouldn't be able to do what we did tonight if it wasn't for you. And I'm just like, oh, I'm retarded. I can't do any of that stuff. I could say retarded because Rogue Raven's not here. So, but
no.
I remember telling some folks that Kali Ma is Hindu for goodness, as in Kali Ma. He's teasing our Indiana Jones stuff later, or she's teasing that. I can say retarded because my sister is. Wow. Okay.
Oh God.
Well, retardation is actually a real term, so I mean, whatever. I have moments of lapse of judgments, like spelling, like Nova, the grammar Nazi, did in the chat. But yeah. Anyways, you guys want to see the trivia today?
Yes. Sorry, I'm done.
Let's do it.
You guys got anything on that, and we can move on.
No, I've said what I needed. So.
Oh, yeah, I figured
Mind your
everyone
own fucking business.
So, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Time comes out today.
Dial of Destiny.
So I figured to do an Indiana Jones question that is easily researchable, but if you're not a fan, it could be a little bit tricky. So, Indiana Jones, as we know, has an infamous fear of snakes. But in The Last Crusade, you find out what his dad's fear is. What's his dad's fear of?
Marriage.
Rats, spiders, or marriage?
Gotta be marriage.
That's great. Awesome. I love that. So think about that. Ticker says rats. He said definitely rats. I think Soda said definitely it's got to be rats. So we'll find out later. I thought this was a hard one because I asked 13-year-old kids. They had no idea. But
They're like, what the fuck? Is
Yeah, my
Indiana
summer
Jones?
camp. They're like, I have no idea, and I like Indiana Jones. I'm like, you don't like it that much. You're not a real fan. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna
Get out of my class.
apologize to Badger in advance. I didn't realize that she created separate slides for these. I am
So
sorry.
yeah,
Badger.
that's our trivia. You can check that out on other places pretty soon, and we'll let you know where those places are soon.
We already talked about this one.
Okay.
That's Ethan Van Sciver. That's Mark Hamill and Mark Miller.
Oh!
Whoa.
Garbage human.
I'm sorry, was that out loud?
Whoa, dude.
Exactly.
I'll slap the
Oh.
shit out of you.
Somebody needs to. Oni,
Yeah.
please give us the context.
Yes.
I mean, aside from the constant shit show Wizards keeps giving us for free, you know
Pinkertons.
that playtest the playtest they've been doing for quote 5.5 or whatever the fuck they're trying to call it. Yeah, it's going about as well as you know, shitting in the bucket.
Do you know if it's gonna go smoke?
Because they're no, please go ahead and go smoke because it's better than whatever Wizards is doing.
Probably.
They no, Wizards of the Coast. Not World of Warcraft, unfortunately.
That
Yeah.
would probably be more exciting
so-
at this point.
Right.
Let's start with the playtesting. They said they wanted to do so many changes and rebalancing and blah blah blah. Yeah, they're walking back like almost all of it.
Right.
They're walking back almost all of it because
Not the least of which
surprise,
is the
surprise,
fact
it
that
wasn't
they said.
fucking broken.
I'm sorry. I almost ran away. Not the least
No,
of
go ahead.
which, not the least of which is the fact that they said that they weren't going to do a D&D 5.5, that they were just going to stick with one D&D. The fuck?
It
are you
doesn't
guys
matter
doing?
what you call it, okay? It's
Yeah,
the same shit. Like
It's a shit sandwich with shit soup. Okay.
it's the same thing. So
Mm,
they're basically undoing what they fucking said they did. Who is fucking surprised? Look, I was 3.5. Okay, most people don't talk about 4, but
Amen.
5 was well received.
Well, I guess
Okay, I've played a little bit of it. It's not exactly my play style, but the thing is I can see where they were going with it, and it was functional. Okay, with 3.5 is a lot more mechanical. 5 encouraged more role play. 5 with the mechanics encouraged more of the crunching of numbers, and the role play was the frosting. Whereas with 5, consider it more of like a meringue, where it's kind of the star of the show. Okay, the mechanics are kind of the foundation, but the star of the show is the role play. That's what they wanted, and it worked, and it's had a very good following. Certainly lasted longer than what 4E seemed to last, so that's probably something.
Yeah, I
Now-
would definitely agree because I feel like I heard 4 came out and then like not long after 5 was rolling out, and because
Yeah,
of
no,
4,
they
I
glossed right the
completely
fuck
noped
over.
out. I was like, I'm just sticking with 3.5, guys. 3.5 all the way.
Yeah,
Like-
and 3.5 was well respected, and it still is. But with 5, it was fine. But then they decided it was not fine, and it hasn't been going well because who'd have thought the fans aren't happy with that. So they did that. That came out. They also said they wanted to do a new Unearthed Arcana, which is a very old book. It's been out for a while. I have the 3.5 edition because, of course, I do. Well, it's a PDF, whatever.
Yeah,
I
think I have everything.
we're gonna
published
get to that.
3.5 in PDFs.
put a pin in that. And they're
She said.
trying to add 2 new classes.
Put a pin in my eye.
One of which is the
the monkey man.
let me double check let me double check what they're calling it because I have words
Dancer.
on this one too.
The dancer.
The
Tiny Dancer.
College of Dance Bard and the Circle of the Sea Druid.
Mm.
Both of
Hmm.
those
Under the sea?
classes, subclasses, whatever,
Who they cater
they
to?
already existed.
Oh.
You could
So
be a dancer. That was its own class.
Yeah,
to my knowledge, is focused on dexterity and charisma.
It
And
was
then
a
with
prestige
speed,
class.
with the
You need points in
with the calling of the sea,
acrobatics.
if you go to the Stormrack Tome, which is literally 3.5, going, hey, if you want to do an ocean-based or coastal campaign, here are some things to start with if you want. If you want to use it in the Eberron setting, here you go. Here's an idea for you. They had that. So they scrapped it to bring it back, and now they're acting like it's brand new.
Yeah.
Bitch, it's not brand new.
And
it's not brand new.
It aggravates me hearing all this because it's like, this is all stuff we already had. Why did we have to get rid of it? They got rid of multi-classing. They got rid of prestige classes. They got rid of all of this. And then they simplified the stats so that you could focus more on role play and make it easier on the DM and blah, 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 blah. And they started making everything rigid, which it destroys the purpose of tabletop gaming in Dungeons and Dragons. The role play, the house rules, the customization, you could be what you want. This was the truest version of what these people want in this modern era. You can be what the fuck you want and play how the fuck you want to play.
And be a whore?
Now, sure. I mean, that's all on you. Just, I hope you take your meds because you're going to need them. Book of Vile Darkness.
By trying to open the roleplay edition, the roleplay settings, they wound up actually closing it off, in my opinion. And I even saw an article once that said people were misquoting when they said they were going to get rid of the half races, like half elf and half orc. And I was thinking to myself,
the half Japanese.
Where's the lie? What are they talking about? Yes, they did. They flat out said they were going to get rid of it. That when you made it, you would have to choose which one you were going to take the modification, the basis of. You could look half, but you will only take the stats of one. That has defeated the purpose of being half. To be half means you get a random chance of good things and bad things. What do you fucking do? Welcome to genetics class.
Yeah.
But he said it didn't happen, and I'm like, what the fuck do you mean it didn't happen? That's exactly what they said. That's what they said. So I don't know, whatever. But the third thing the Wizards decided to do, you remember me mentioning that PDF, that I have a lot of PDF books at 3.5?
Yep.
Because I was giving them like
PDF.
Oh goodness gracious. PDF. I think these things may be like 8 to 9 years old now that I've had them. Well, it's a great resource. And it's partly why D&D is so difficult to market. Well,
when you have
video
video
games
games out there,
website,
PC games, no one's probably
taking
a chunk out of the market.
If you go on Wizards of the Coast website, they no longer have the option to purchase hardcover books. You have to buy it either as a hybrid PDF and the physical book, or just the PDF. They are not selling physical copies of books anymore, is what it seems like. Now, I find that hilarious because just a few weeks ago they were complaining and bitching and moaning that we have so many books we want to publish, but no publisher can handle all of it. Yeah, no shit, because your planning sucked. So now you're saying, oh, it's everyone else's fault they can't handle how many books we want. No, it's your fault for piss poor planning, putting the rest of the work on everybody else, and then wondering why it's not working. And like they're the plebs. They should do the work for me. No, you should plan it out, you dumb motherfucker. You knew this was coming up. It wasn't a surprise.
Whoa, dude.
But then, but now they're just not going to sell physical copies, is what it seems like. Motherfucker. Do you know what half the fun of being at the roleplay table is?
Leaving?
It's being able to crack those, crack those bitches open and look through it and point to what you want. Okay, I love real books. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate digital copies. But being able to pick that motherfucker off the shelf, no matter if it's rain or shine, no matter if I have electricity or not, that sucker exists. And it can be used as another weapon. I dare a motherfucker. But you're telling me some nerds who live in their basement aren't going to want a physical
Hey.
copy of a tome? You are dumb. I plan on having a small library filled with books from a lot of different things. You
It's
want to
gonna
learn
look
how to
like
fix
Hagrid's
something? Got a
lair.
book for that.
What the fuck?
Hagrid's hut was filled with a lot more optimism.
Uh-oh.
Mine would probably be filled more with
You?
How to, how to take
Don't
out
know
your
about
neighbor
that.
books.
We're
How to
all
what?
taking a visit to.
How to
We're all
skin a
taking a
human.
visit to you. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, like books like How to Kill Your Neighbor and how
Yeah.
how to skin a
Oh
human.
please, that's
What was
that's on the top shelf. That's in this. That's the
Why do
secret
you have a
library.
5-gallon
That's
drug
the-
of boric acid?
Don't ask too many questions. Don't ask too many questions.
Oh Lord.
I feel I just have this sense of like when you made that comparison to Hagrid, all I could
Yeah.
think was, no, I feel like Hagrid would be jealous.
I don't know. I mean, I will say I did ask because I know some folks who are playing or were playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
I think that was the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of the animals you can collect, I was like, oh, puffskeins, that's perfect. Oh, they look adorable. I'm like, I wonder if you can collect an acromantula, which, by the way, if you look in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them bestiary, they're like a 7-star creature. That means do not engage with this creature. It will fucking kill you. Also, can't trade it. Highly regulated, highly intelligent. Do not mess with these things. But of course, the answer was no. You can't collect an acromantula, even though I think that'd be fucking amazing. But whatever.
Can't you just see her
physical
riding
copy of
one
the
with a
book.
saddle
Wow. Oh
and a
wait.
flamethrower?
Ugh.
I would kind of look like Lolth.
You'd kind of look
Walt
like
is the-
Willow,
Willow.
Yes.
like
Well,
because the fucking thing is those things are huge.
So she said.
Anyways, so
Whoa, dude.
I just find it funny that Wizards has decided to flip flop, and especially because they said they wanted to increase the prices of their books. So you're telling me you're going to increase the price of your books by $10, but you're only going to offer it in PDF format? I don't follow this line of reasoning unless what you're trying to say is, I'm going to charge full price for an electronic copy of a book when it came to physical copies of the books, some of the price had to go to the printer. None of this sounds like good business practice if you want to maintain a healthy relationship with your customers. Now, here's the thing.
How are they still
Yes,
around?
it's-
Why aren't they not dead yet? So we can say, oh, there's no more Wizards of the Coast. We don't have to talk about it anymore.
Because Hasbro owns them still.
I was gonna say, yeah, Hasbro
Oh.
is bankrolling them.
I was being
That's why.
sarcastic, but okay.
Good thing, because
Yeah.
done so many fucked up things over the last 2
I
years.
know. It
Just-
seems like they're fleecing their audiences, and they don't know how to run anything over there. So.
That's exactly what it is.
And it's the same
Hasbro,
topic all
I
the time with
mean-
these morons.
Hasbro tried to bring back starting lineups and charge $50 a piece. They were like, what, $8 when we were kids? Like, yeah.
Yes, starting lineups were little statuettes, guys, of sports players. So,
Good
Yeah.
one, Odie.
I actually do have a couple of those somewhere.
But that's the thing. They're trying to charge like $50 a piece, and their quality has gotten worse.
Yeah.
They're
Mhm.
$8 first liners that were like high quality, like collectible as fuck, that had
Well-
legit value.
And they're in the
Are
same
now-
boat as our Funko friends. They just overprint them. So
Overprint, under quality. They don't do QC. They had missing parts. Their paint jobs were shit. They were monochromatic. Then they decided to take away the plastic cover so you can't actually look into and see what you're buying. So they were trying to hide their problems. Hasbro, what the fuck? Wizards of the Coast, what the fuck?
What the fuck, dude?
what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Exactly, Soda.
Anyways,
Wow.
I can't add anything to what Oni had said, honestly.
But you somehow did.
Not really.
Hasbro just needs to fucking quit doing stupid shit.
That's like
There's-
asking water to not be water.
Well, like the magic.
You were gonna
thing,
say wet, and then I was gonna say water isn't wet. Water makes other things
It's
wet.
sticky.
Well,
Water is sticky.
Giggity?
no comment.
I mean, technically, it is. That's what it is. That's why you get the
Facts.
effect
I
of
like where
when
this
you
is
touch your
going.
finger in it, the molecules kind of
That's what
follow
she
you
said.
up to a point.
Hmm.
I can't refute your logic, Oni.
Well, I mean, good luck refuting science.
Exactly. That's why I can't refute your logic.
Science.
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
Nobody goes with science anymore.
Apparently not.
Science. We only use science when we're trying to make a point. Otherwise, it's how we feel that day.
Even if you do use science to make a point, they still somehow try to, knock it off. Like, nah, men can menstruate. No, they can't. Like, no, can't do it.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Anyways. Are we in agreement of
Well-
going next?
Da, 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 da,
I was just gonna
da,
say,
da,
we
da,
are.
da, 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 da.
Oh god.
So
Indiana Jones and the sequel that nobody asked for except for Chieftain.
not even you asked for this.
No,
Yeah, I think
not
Maya,
after the Kingdom of the
I think
Crystal
Maya
Skull.
did.
No,
Maya said she was gonna watch it.
Hold on,
Oh, yes, she
Chieftain.
did.
Did you just? I never heard of that one. No. That doesn't.
that
exist.
doesn't exist.
That's not a real one.
The movie that shall not be named.
Here's a facts to throw at you right at the beginning of the topic.
It's gonna beat out Mario. You're gonna say it.
$1 billion.
No,
$1 billion in the box.
no, it's been out in the UK for a couple of days now. No, I'm
And
sorry, it just came out.
Blockbuster, right?
Mhm.
It just came out. No, they've already announced that their projections have been scaled back again.
Oh no. Is it like a Flash thing where if you buy one ticket you get the other one free?
They have. I don't remember if it's for this one or for the Flash. Actually, they have a deal
Well,
with
Flash is a horrible character, so it doesn't
They
matter.
have-
Saw that coming.
Fuck
There's-
off.
there's no. This is. I'm pretty sure
Ezra
this is for
Miller
the Flash.
bullshit.
No,
But-
it's just Flash.
For
Go
the
ahead.
Flash, if you buy $35 worth of Applebee's, you get a free ticket to it.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
And Indiana Jones is already tanking. It's out tonight. I was almost gonna say, you know what? Hero, you're gonna do the show tonight, and I'm gonna go to the movie. And I'll let you know how it is. I'll see you later. That almost
I
happened.
would have
Hey,
been
Bubba.
sad for you because you would have come back and said that it was such a waste of time based on an actual
Probably.
person that went and saw it. Like he went there and he said he came back, he was sad for the character and he was mad at the movie.
Lol.
I'm gonna have
Well,
to
he
find a
looked
new-
so bad in the last one. It's like I fucking like
It's like Indiana Jones and the fight
What
fight
was
against
it?
arthritis or something.
yeah, when he won like I don't know, it was Academy Award or an Oscar. He was up there, and I was just like, this dude looks like he could just kick over at any time. And then he goes
He's
and plays Indiana.
79.
Yeah, it's like I'm kidding. I love the character. We grew up with Indiana Jones, but
Yeah, I
come
mean-
on, the
Yeah.
dude. It's
We
like,
have to be fans because Oni was in Temple of Doom.
What the fuck?
She was short round.
oh yeah, forgot.
I gotta find this.
I'm just
Gotta find
kidding.
this.
But that dude won an Academy Award, and like he snuck up behind Harrison Ford on the red carpet and tapped him on the shoulder. It was a really sweet story. He tapped him
yeah.
on the shoulder, and he's like, he said his name, and he's like, oh my god, how are you? And then like Harrison Ford just gave him a big like he recognized him like in 3 seconds, and he's like, the guy goes under, he's like, it's the coolest thing ever. Harrison Ford remembered me. He was like so happy about it
It's so
because he's in his 40s now.
it's
Damn.
so crazy. Like
The dude from Goonies is in his 40s. Let that
No, Don't want
Let
to.
that soak in, bro. That's crazy.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I told you I associate as a 29-year-old now.
It Chunk is not fat anymore.
Yeah, I know that. I've seen
Truffle shuffle time. Now me and Hero taking over the truffle shuffle. So
need to be.
it's truffle shuffle time, Hero. We're not going to the next topic until you do the truffle shuffle. Do the truffle shuffle.
You
Do
can't
the
come
truffle
in.
shuffle.
You can't come in until you do it.
He's like, yes. What a great sport. What a great sport. Let's get a round of applause for him.
I got a clip that sums up what this poor guy said, and I'm going to share it in the Zoom chat. I clipped out his video review, a minute. It's about a minute of him basically raging about it. I'm dropping it in the Zoom chat now, if you want to show it.
Yeah, I will. Give me a second. Catching up on chats. I'm trying to read everything here. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me just throw it. It should just load up. Giggity. Oh, okay. That's where it is. All right. Hold on. It's called "Fuck This Film." Okay. Let me bring it over here.
Whoa.
He was mad, man.
I can tell. Well, I mean, it's called "Fuck This Film." I mean, come on.
This film. And in recent times, I've seen 3 films which I didn't think much of. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I thought was mid. The Flash, I thought was very mid. Transformers: Rise of the Breasticles, I thought was terrible. I would watch all 3 of those back to back all day, every day, before having to suffer through watching this ever again. It was abysmal. I hated it. I felt angry for watching it. And afterwards, I felt sad at the absolute disillusion of another one of our great heroes. For what? To elevate Phoebe Waller fucking Horseface. Fuck this film. Fuck Lucasfilm. Fuck Disney. And fuck Kathleen Kennedy. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye for now. This film. And in recent times...
Oh god, it loops.
Oh my god.
Sounds like somebody Noah would get along with.
That was
same accent, right?
Yeah, he's from the UK.
Oh, same thing. Australia, UK, same thing. Right?
Give us a fucking.
Thank you for the biddies. Who was that?
Nobody important.
Oh.
Oh wait, that
Give
was
us a
nobody
fucking.
important.
Hero and Soda having a battle.
Stance battle.
The battle, the gauntlet has been thrown down.
I'm running out of bits, so I'm gonna have to re-up soon.
Yeah.
Oh, I just did. So you're out. You fucked.
Okay,
I got a whole
pieces.
bunch. I got a whole bunch. So
Yeah, I don't like everyone's like, because I'm Spider-Man's like, you didn't see it in the Spider-Verse movie. You didn't say. I'm like, I'm working. Like, this is my 13th day in a row I'm working. I'm like, I don't have time. This is where I make all my money.
yeah.
I want to see it so bad, actually. Like everything I've heard, I've heard. Like, I want to see the Spider-Verse movie so bad. It's funny. Like, fucking Elemental came out, and Spider-Verse was already in was starting its 3rd week. And Spider-Verse still took the top.
Wow.
Fucking
My
The
dad
Flash
said
came
that
out.
Disney, the last 8 movies, they'd lost $90 billion. Is that right?
Jesus
I
Christ.
wouldn't say that much.
$9 billion.
It's a significant amount. I think it is 9
That's
billion.
stupid.
It's a significant amount. They lost on basically the only thing good they've done recently is Guardians, and
They should
good
just start
is
doing porn.
subjective.
Right.
like
Oh boy.
it's funny. Like,
come here, Minnie. Ha.
it's funny because like Little Mermaid lost 200 million.
Yeah.
Then fucking Spider-Verse comes out. It outperforms expectations. Elemental comes out in the 3rd week of Spider-Verse, and Spider-Verse still tops it. Then fucking right after that, 2 weeks after that, The Flash comes out, and Spider-Verse is still pushing it out. Like, they were
crazy,
saying
dude.
that Spider-Verse was a top winner, and it's in its diminishing returns phase.
Whoa.
Wow.
$14 million was the best that the box office did, and it was Spider-Verse.
Oni,
and-
you should apply to write there because you're a good writer. Maybe that'll save the franchise. Or
Right.
save the
No.
company because you're a
They
good
would-
writer.
No.
they would shun her because she wouldn't want to, eat the pixie dust or snort the pixie dust with them.
No, because she actually has talent. So
No, they wouldn't listen because people. This
She
is
would
going to
say
sound
things
really
like, listen to the fans.
This is going to sound really self-important, so I'm going to say this knowing that I'm not going to sound good doing this.
I got my clip ready.
And then the silence.
People seem to think I'm good for a leadership role. The problem is that some people don't listen. So I don't understand why they think I would be good at leading if people don't want to listen. Yes, the concept of being a good follower means you'll most likely be a good leader. And if you don't follow well, you probably shouldn't be leading because you won't have any of the empathy or the understanding of what that means or the empathy required. But I guarantee I would say certain things and they would absolutely reject it.
You should be honored it's coming from me.
Mm-hmm.
The big issues I have from hearing about this movie, aside from the fact that it exists, the denigration of previous generations.
Yes.
Why do we have to shit? Why do we have to shit on previous generations to try to make ourselves feel better? It just makes you look like an ass. Don't get me wrong. It's really annoying when the previous generations bitch about the new generations when those previous generations are the ones that raised us. But I get it. Everyone does it. It's inevitable. You know, you complain, you bitch, you moan, you groan, whatever. But doing it in reverse isn't helpful either. Just again makes you look.
Soda likes
It
doing
makes
it in
you
reverse.
look like shit. Now,
yeah,
I'm really sick of the Mary Sue trope. I'm so sick of the Mary Sue trope because it's always a fucking woman. With a guy, you see it usually in like manga and anime, okay? And it's usually involving a harem where a lot of women love him and find him so cool. It's boring, okay?
Indiana.
Doesn't get better with women.
Whoa.
When everything comes easy
Indiana.
and you've just got everything handed to
Let it
you.
go.
You never have to struggle. That's an issue. You know what? You know what would be good is if someone never had to struggle and that was it. So you kind of go in going, oh, they're a fucking asshole, and this is the lead, and then they finally have to struggle and they learn some empathy and they
Lost in
learn
his
some
own museum,
humbleness.
wasn't he?
That would be amazing. That would be a good movie. But it's always about denigrating and tearing down the previous generation. Why? Look,
That's why the
there was a
the
movie.
rebels didn't. That's why the rebels didn't last too long at the end of Rise of Skywalker, because every major position in Resistance was a woman, and see what happens? They lost.
Oh God.
Well, let
I'm
me
just
say.
kidding.
Okay, this
Fucking relax. I'm just kidding.
one movie I think that handled
There is truth though.
the
Go ahead.
causation is not it doesn't necessarily mean it was the actual reason. Because remember, who was in power during the Republic era, and then it fell to the Empire. Just saying.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you give a woman the mantle, and like now she like doesn't even embrace her Palpatine background and calls herself Skywalker. She has identity crisis. Now she's got to go for therapy.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Anyways,
She's one with the earth, though.
one movie that I felt handled the
Let
This is
her
a funny
talk.
conversation. Go ahead,
Let
Oni.
her talk. Let her talk, please.
Yeah, go
the
ahead.
a movie that I think handled the changing of times with a respected figure was Mr. Holmes, starring Sir Ian McKellen from 2015.
Magneto.
That's a movie
Yes.
about Sherlock Holmes in old age who now needs someone to help care for him because he's frail and he's forgetting things and he's not able to do everything he used to. But he does have certain connections. So there's a caretaker who is a mother, and she takes her boy to bond with Mr. Holmes while she takes care of Mr. Holmes. She'll cook his meals, make sure he sees the doctor, makes his appointments, all that good stuff. And Mr. Holmes, in his free time now, aside from judges people, because that's what he does, is he keeps bees. But the whole movie is this conversation between the past and the present, the past of the last mystery he tried to solve that he couldn't remember if he ever solved it and he never could figure it out. And the present regarding the fact that he has outlived everybody. All of his friends, all of his family, they're all gone. So he's alone now. But he isn't really alone. And something that was integral to the character of Sherlock Holmes was his eccentricity, but also his analytical nature made it difficult for him to empathetically connect to people. Mm-hmm. So yes, he cared for Watson. Watson and him were like ride or die.
Yeah,
but
they were riding or dying.
With Watson and his wife having passed away, Mrs. Hudson having passed away, he's alone and he doesn't know how to make those connections.
Right.
He doesn't know if it's worth it in his old age. But he makes the bond in his old age. He remembers why it's so important, that it's not too late.
Right.
That there are certain lessons that we don't learn until after we've been going through the same struggle over and over again, but we finally are able to hear it and comprehend it, that it hits us. It's a beautiful movie, but it does not take away from the intelligence, the wit, but also the humanity of Sherlock Holmes. No matter how old he is, no matter what his health is, it's such a good movie. Especially because the son doesn't understand Sherlock Holmes. She's like, why is he like this? Like, why is he's weird? And of course his mom's like, stop it, be nice. Mr. Holmes is a hero and we're here to help him out, okay? Now stop being a little shit. I'm kidding.
He's shitting his own pants. He's just not being a little shit. He's taking shits in his diapers.
But it's a wonderful movie that it's just so human and it's so lovely. I can tell they just did some CGI backgrounds. I get it. That's my complaint. But it's a wonderful movie. But he still felt like Sherlock Holmes. He wasn't like inept, but it showed the passing of time of, you outlive everybody. Now what do? You're not in the prime of your life anymore. How do you handle that? And he does. But with Indiana Jones, with every attempt at a movie that they do, it just seems like they just don't want him to be Indiana Jones for some reason.
Like, what's just aggravating me about it is like we're taking our heroes from the past, and some people don't know who Indiana Jones is. It's an old enough franchise that like we are now in at least 2 generations of people that don't know who Indiana Jones is or don't understand the references. Anyway,
excuse me, what?
Yes, it's happening. What up, Rio? But like we're taking our old heroes and we're putting them on the screen in their old age and making them that inept character.
Bake with slow release carbs.
What the fuck?
Like, wow. It's just in this like movie, you have a lead female character that nobody wants to care about because she doesn't give a shit about Indy. And she's over here being not just an ungrateful hag, but she's also being a weird female upstart in a movie that's portrayed in an era where that was not a thing. And then on top of that, they've taken everything from him. At the end of Last Crusade and even at the end of Crystal Skull, you have Indy being the hero that, he's getting a good send-off. Even though Crystal Skull was a horrible movie that we don't want to talk about, he still got a good send-off. He got the girl in the end. He's got a family coming up in there. In this, they've taken it all away and made him into a sad sack, just like they did with Luke Skywalker. And nobody fucking wants to see their hero portrayed like that. If you wanted to do a movie like that, why couldn't you have him still have his good moments, his strong moments, he's still being a badass. He's too old to be doing the stunts and shit. But then have a good passing of the torch where he's mentoring somebody or he's helping this new grandiose character that's supposed to be a new lead and take the mantle, so to speak, quote unquote.
Ezreal's correct, by the way, in the chat.
Anyways, and like, why don't we have the character, this new character, be developed?
Never leave the house.
Or have a good character development where the old lead mentors and teaches a valuable life lesson, so this new character can have a hero's journey.
Don't stick your
rather
dick in
than be a
socket.
fucking Mary Sue that just knows how to do shit. What the fuck?
Don't take wooden nickels. He should tell the next generation. Don't take wooden nickels and don't trust them commies.
Don't jack off with super
They're
glue.
gonna take over America in 2023.
Yeah, just didn't come from Russia or China.
Fake news.
Whoa, dude.
Look, I don't know how many more movies I have in me. I have
giant,
no cartilage left in my knees. I'm Indiana Jones.
I mean, could we at least make them good movies? Like, seriously.
Please?
And again, for fuck's sake, stop ruining our childhoods and the memories that we have.
Right?
It's infuriating. That would be like saying,
We're doing Indiana Jones for May the 4th next year, by the way.
well,
It'd be a better movie.
What's an old movie that I really liked that if someone remade it, I would want to skin them alive?
The Maltese Falcon.
whoa.
Damn.
That's a good one. Casablanca.
Oh,
So
I know a movie that would be
Songs
done
of the
well if
South?
it was done. Well, okay, Braveheart, I will say, wasn't really historically accurate, but it
No kills back then, right?
apparently Badger Knight's dad almost got thrown out of the movie theater because of that one.
I can't
Well, because he
imagine that
kept shouting
happening.
kill the English," and apparently they took offense to that, so he had to stop.
Really?
Wow.
I love your
Yeah.
dad. Your dad's awesome.
Ask my parents. My mom apparently was like, "Oh my gosh, please stop." I mean, you have to remember, this is also the same man where they lived at one point. There was a large shopping mall with a 2-story Macy's. I'm sure you can see where this is going.
Yes.
I like
So apparently my mom went to go find something, which means dad was left alone.
I don't
Bad
Princess Mononoke,
idea.
no one will touch that. I fucking swear. When
Whoa.
when they took that to America, the guy Miyazaki didn't do this, but one of his second in commands did. Sent a katana to Weinstein's office saying no cuts. There weren't any fucking cuts, and I love that
Hello,
movie.
Trump Fallen Angel. How are you?
Anyways, so back to the story. So apparently, dad was left alone, unattended in a section of the store, which apparently was the kitchen section. And of all things, the egg timers. Now, for context, Badger Knight's dad is 6'5", so he has a lot of reach. Now, so it's saying he may have gotten to as many timers as he could to set them. And as they're checking out, because mom and dad found each other again, they're leaving, they're checking out. you hear the sound, a cacophony of egg timers going off
Oh no.
all at once. And my mom just looks at him and she's like, I can't take you anywhere. So as they're leaving, the sound of egg timers going off in sync walks out with them. And I don't know if my dad ever went to that Macy's again.
He's banned for
So,
life.
well, I mean, it's California. I don't think that's a loss to anyone.
Right.
But needless to say, if you wonder where the troll came from, now you know. Ezreal, I will let my father know. I think you'd be. I mean, well, my dad doesn't drink beer, so a coffee or a tea, I'll do that. Yeah. Because yes, I learned from a master. Badger and I learned from a master, and our mom is learning in his footsteps. I mentioned that some of my coworkers fed me, okay, and one of them made homemade pickled jalapenos. These fuckers were crispy,
Oh wow.
crunchy, fresh. I had them in a sandwich. They were great, except then I decided to just eat them by themselves.
Oh no.
I may have
Welcome
made
to Oni
a
and her
poor
bright
choice.
red asshole after eating those.
Oh, God.
No, that I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just my mouth felt like I could probably
I'm
breathe fire,
shitting
which would have been
lava.
amazing. No, anyways, except I texted my parents this, and my mom sent the meme of Rafiki
That's the juice.
in the meme throwing Simba off of Pride Mountain, Pride Rock,
Yeah.
and saying, "Oops." And it's like, mother, you have a sense of humor. It's beautiful. Yes, we must foster it more. She's had a great sense of humor for a while now. It's great to see. But now you know. Now you know where I get my trolling from. Badger's trolling, same thing. Yeah, we learned from a master, which also led to some interesting hijinks growing up.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah, apparently
hijinks.
You're apparently not supposed to bite people's legs, even if you're joking. Just don't do that.
Everyone knew you were an ankle biter, but this confirmed.
Good Lord.
No, someone's calf apparently, but they lived. They weren't missing anything. No, I don't remember. I think someone said, "Hey, you should go bite so-and-so's leg," and I did it literally. And then it probably was my dad going, "Oh my gosh, she actually did it." Oh
The funny
shit.
part is she was 22 at the time.
Right?
No, this is when I was a child, an actual child.
Yeah.
So if you can imagine me pint-sized instead of like pint and a half size.
Ooh, breaking news. The new Futurama is coming.
Mhm.
And they did sign the OG Bender.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Maggio.
Breaking news. That was like 4 months ago.
Yeah, it's breaking news to lagging out because we're always behind.
Apparently. I'm sorry. I did not know that they actually did sign him in the end.
You did?
Yeah, we talked about
I'll
it.
say we
talked about
Yeah, we talked
them
about it a long time ago.
Yeah, we talked.
Yeah. 3.5, but who's counting?
Ow.
So anyways, back to Indiana Jones. I mean, if they were going to name his children, because apparently he keeps getting kids from who knows where, whatever, couldn't they follow a similar naming convention? Like maybe either gender neutral name like Dakota, or Carolina.
Well, Oni,
Virginia.
we named a dog Indiana.
I can name her Idaho.
Oh my god!
No, that's you.
Fucking shit, dude.
I wish that's gonna be a hard clip to edit. Idaho. Wow.
First name Miss.
Well, George Lucas' dog was named Indiana. That's where they came with Indiana. It was originally Indiana Smith, but it didn't really run. They wanted to be like an everyman, so they changed it to Jones. And then they actually had Indiana the dog in The Last Crusade with when River Phoenix plays a young Indiana Jones. So if they're gonna do any of the kids, like some of those names, it would probably be, "You're named after the dog, Indy?" It would. I think it would have to you have to name him after a pet or something. I think that'd be funny.
Cheyenne. I had a pet named Cheyenne.
Cheyenne. We named a dog Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
Junior, let it go.
Only because my daughter wanted to name
I
her
like
like
to slap my
strawberry
wife from
short
Sean Connery.
cake, pup, something other. Like no.
Soda says good shit.
Get my age up.
I think we've probably beaten this. Soda,
slap
Chieftain, you got any closeouts?
Have we whipped it?
Did we whip it like I
Well, I
whipped
mean-
my wife?
Whoa.
We did get cracking
Sean
on it.
Connery.
Oh,
The Kraken.
speaking of Kraken.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Da, na, 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 na.
Cracking these nuts.
So if we're going to talk about that, we're going to talk about Amber Heard.
What?
No, the fuck we're not.
Fuck no.
What's the difference between D&D and Amber Heard?
Oh, here's a
got
really good-
entertainment value.
He
and-
actually D&D follows the rules.
well, I was gonna
Does
say
it?
one
Don't need
has
to stick with the
entertainment value,
rules.
the other does not. I'll
Do not
leave that.
deviate from the
Yeah, and
rules.
one of them I can spend money and leave the rest behind.
Wait a second. You
Sure.
don't spend money.
Sure, Amber will take
Yes,
your
I
money.
do.
She's got a OnlyFans now.
I have an OnlyFans.
8 picks, right?
Yeah. I made $10 last week.
Mm. I make about 50.
Dipping your toes in.
Yeah, I'm taking photos of my hairy toes.
Somebody's gonna like it, I'm sure.
Since I started
There's
dating,
one guy
I-
called Hero, the IT guy, that keeps on like
yeah,
subscribing and buying my extra photos. Thank you,
yeah,
Hero,
Nova.
the IT guy.
Nova does that with mine. So.
Yeah. After he's done watching Amaranth.
Oh Lord.
Anyway,
I was watching her for a little bit here. She's not doing any. Oh, it's like a picture of her chair. It's like a Hero's chair moment right now on her channel. Like there's no one there. It's like
barf.
Yeah.
So here's a good thing the crew came up with here. A little background of Crack in the Box. Can someone tell who he is? And then the great stuff that's going on with that. Like some good news in a tragic story, so to speak.
Yeah,
How's
so
that for a setup, Owner?
that's a good setup, actually.
Okay. All right. So who wants to take that? Flip a coin.
I will go ahead.
We lose either way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm on a roll tonight. Shit.
Yeah, you're getting
You
to
are.
speak tonight. How
No.
about that? How
I'm
you feel about that?
asserting myself.
That's right. That's what I told you to do. Good job, buddy.
I'm glad you're beating your anxiety, Soda.
Fucking nothing to do with the anxiety. Shit. Fucking talk. I can't talk.
What are you doing right now, motherfucker?
I mean, no comment.
Good lord.
Anyways, so Crack in the Box is a YouTube channel. A young man who got one of his wishes granted by the great Johnny Depp himself in character as Jack Sparrow. He requested a shout out from Jack Sparrow to his YouTube channel. This was, I think, about a year ago or so.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't that long ago.
I don't think so. This was before Christmas. Just before Christmas, remember?
I would agree with that. But it was a little bit ago, and Johnny actually gave the shout out, and the kids' channel exploded, like blew the heck up. He's already got his silver play button and all this other stuff. So the long story made very short is this young man is sadly he is terminally ill. I don't know what his illness is. I don't know that it's even public. But he's in basically a hospice situation in the UK. And it's very, again, it was just heart-wrenching to watch the video. It was a very sad video. You could tell his mom was struggling to keep it together, but she was also keeping a brave face for her son and everything. And they were talking about how they have annihilated his bucket list. Like, he made a bucket list and he's done everything on his bucket list, and he very, very sweetly had one more thing to put on his bucket list, and they announced it in this video. And he wants to be present when his mom's channel gets awarded a silver play button. And this
Give
is
us a fucking.
this is kind of his last
Soda.
request. And
Yep.
his mom went out of her way to make a point of saying, we do not want pity. We don't want, to think about the sad anything. We want to what she was saying is that we want to enjoy the fun times and make happy memories in this period of time. So what they're setting up is on her journey to her silver play button.
Is that 100,000?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Every milestone they reach,
Every step
they're going to do a recording live video of her son playing a prank on her. And they gave some descriptions throughout, some ideas, all this stuff. It's very, very wholesome and very, very sweet. Just the heart-wrenching part about it is knowing that they are keeping it together and doing something big to try and meet this goal, and they're trying to keep everything happy and positive going forward. I just wanted to shout this out again. This is really kind of a situation update to a story that we did sometime.
Yeah.
A while back, yeah.
Cairo wants to say hi, I guess. Or he just
Who?
wants to be my pat. To add that
It's
black.
the cat.
Cairo,
Kitty.
say hi.
She needs some camera time.
Meow meow.
He's definitely being meow meow. He doesn't care. He's like, I just want you to pet me.
Stroke that pussy.
I'm gonna take your soul, Daddy.
No need to be so catty about it.
What a pussy.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I wasn't. No, not going there.
Yeah, that's the tail end of the joke, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Awesome.
Time for a cat nap.
This gone off the rails.
Yes.
Any input from you guys is appreciated.
No, he keeps on. The longer he lasts, I think the longer his list is going to go.
Yeah.
But let's just hope his list never ends.
I think I like that sentiment.
So if anybody knows a sick kid, tell them to send a lagging out email.
Yeah, because my dying wish is to get a silver button too. That might be one of the top 5 things you'll never hear on lagging out.
Oh
we can't be
God.
starting this already.
I can't wait. We were going over these last night. It was fucking so funny.
I'm sure that I'm going to be the butt of many jokes.
Everyone gets hit once. So an update on Pink. Pink has released a public video a couple of days after our video recorded saying that she is 100% cancer free.
No, you give her a shout out. I don't think I'd even follow it.
So she had it all started with skin cancer. She had that cut out. She had breast cancer, a double mastectomy, and then recently she's just had ovarian, cervical, and was it ovarian, cervical, and I can't remember the third one. I'm tired. I can't remember. But she had a bunch of stuff more removed, and she will be streaming in a couple of days. She's gonna do a short stream, I think. I don't know if it's on. What's that?
Damn, I mean, that's a pretty quick turnaround.
Can I just say fuck cancer?
Yeah.
Fuck cancer.
No, always
fuck cancer.
And this is a message to everybody in chat and the staff. She wanted to express thank you to everybody in the chat and all the staff for all the love and support you gave her. So she sent me a message like via text, like IRL stuff, not like fucking Twitter bullshit. So like it was all sent like through here. So like I go through private channels with friends. I don't like to do public stuff like that. But if they're going public with it, then it's public domain. But she's like, thank you so much. Like, tell you guys. I told her we're not as big as you. We're not partnered. But like everybody loves you here, and we support you 110%. We're glad you're on the road to recovery. So she completely she appreciates that. She appreciates all you guys as well. So I just wanted to rehash that back to everyone here. So thank you guys.
No, she deserves it. That's a lot. I mean, it's one thing to joke about, oh, you know, I don't want to deal with this or that and the other thing. Meanwhile, I mean, she's being cut open like a fucking fish at this point.
Yeah, I told her she should become a cyborg. That would be awesome. I was like, you should be a cyborg. That'd be awesome, Pink. She's like, that's the next step. She's like, you look like fucking Kano and shit from...
I'm so glad that she has such a good sense of humor about it.
Oh, she's dark. She's one dark bitch. I love her. So she don't take shit. Like, as you guys know, like all my streamer female friends also have an edge to them. It's a reoccurring theme that Hero pointed out, or I don't know, was it Hero or Oni pointing it out?
Probably both of us at this point.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, like all your female friends actually have an edge to them. I'm like, you have to, I guess.
And boobs.
Well, some do, some don't. Not even looking. No judging there.
Why? Oh, you gotta wear a hat. Get fucked.
But all right, so now that she is cancer free, let's do something fun. Is everybody ready to do something fun? I'm gonna do Camper's Corner.
After you put your cowboy hat on.
He wants you to put your black cowboy hat on.
Cowboy hat.
I'm the chieftain, bitch. Campers. I'm the chieftain, bitch.
I got the hat on in time. Yeah. Camper. All right. Not good. Here we go.
Crap.
All right, Camper's Corner. Camper's Corner is going to be funny. It's brought to you by your mom. Your mom always watching me all the time. Your mom.
.com.
Yourmom.com. Legginout.com. Legginout.com. Don't watch it with your mom. So here is Camper's Corner. It's a top 5 list. It's the top 5 things you will never hear on Lagging Out Live. Where is number 5? Soda, you're talking too much.
Law.
Yeah, man,
5.
shut the fuck up.
Shut up. What an idiot.
Number 4. Hero staying on camera the entire show. He's never getting up. It's always Hero's chair.
Hero's chair.
Hi, I'm Hero's chair.
That's one thing that you're gonna
Number
eat
3.
those words.
Oni sings. She's having a great day. Number 2.
Stalled.
Chieftain says COD brings out the best in people and me.
Law.
And the number 1 thing that you'll never hear on Lagging Out Live is great news. We hit partner on Twitch. Yeah. Those are 5 things you'll never hear on Lagging Out Live. Brought to you by Chieftain.
Read the blogs.
See, and you were worried it was all going to be ripping on Hero the entire time. No, everyone got hit. Even I got hit.
Oh, boy.
Is everybody happy about the top 5? Are they accurate?
That's funny as shit.
I always want to hear Oni's opinion on hers.
I mean, it's true. Great is a very strong term. Generally, I'm not dead.
Oh.
That's a start, for better or worse.
Badger wants to know where hers is. So.
I had only 5 to work with. She can't be on every week.
Ezreal says you'll never hear anyone supporting Amber Heard either. LOL, which is
That
good.
is true. That is true. Or Chieftain's getting married. That's another one.
No, that's still a possibility, though.
Things you'll see. Chieftain dies alone in his own room. He was 52.
With Soda holding his hand.
Soda holds his hand.
But for some reason, he was still alone.
What's that?
Then he wasn't alone.
Yeah, that wouldn't make no sense.
Oh, bye, cat. I saw the cat run in the background. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Is that the kitten? It looked very tiny.
Oh, yeah. See, Badger brought a good point. You did have a Mission Impossible. Find Soda a girlfriend.
That's
that was
true.
And always remember, comics don't write themselves.
Big facts.
Oh,
Look who wrote in a slide for herself to get in on the show, Honey Badger.
I can't wait till. Hey, there's Super Soda over there on the right.
Oh, is that Super Soda right here?
With apparently my underage minions or whatever.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
You never seen Super Soda?
Minions?
Well, you're not here.
That's not what I'm what the fucking.
Oh, the underage girls.
What he said. Am I underage?
I did not
minions?
write the story. You have to talk to Badger about that.
Is that what you really look like, IRL?
Mm-hmm.
You got the long, luxurious hair.
Not anymore.
You know what I look like.
I know. I'm pretending not to. For a little bit of context of the show, pretend with me. There's an element of mystery in the live.
Pretty cool. She actually made me fatter in my new one, so it kind of does me more justice. I look more athletic in that one. That'd be like my 25-year-old me. Maybe
it's your bowling, your peak bowling athleticism.
Right before
part of your life, yeah.
Sitting on my ass for 15 years.
So if I'm not mistaken, we're at the end of the show.
Send help.
Thank you to our boosters, Actinova, Mariner, Tyrandeth, Soda Pop, Stormwolf, Song, Hypernova, and Prophet. Prophet's not here tonight, but we have one more space left for Ezreal if he wants to get that little blue diamond. It's right there for him. What does Rio mean by how?
I don't have the context either.
I don't understand the context.
I wonder how you become a booster. You go to Discord.
It's in the Discord.
It's in the Discord, but if you want to become a member on our YouTube, that's probably better. If you wanted to do that, that would be great. But wherever you want to, like we know that your buddy Joe Biden taking all your money, but
right.
Yeah, that's true.
Help me by calling a hitman. Wow.
Dark web time.
Yeah, dark web time, yeah.
Oni
will just talk about how she's gonna kill you and you'll just die of the boredom. That's how you'll die.
Oh no, it's gonna be for me. The hitman would be for me.
Okay. That would be for you. Oh, okay. I thought it was for somebody else. Like
the hitman's like, so I was told you have a target. Yes, it's me. You called me to put a hit on you. Yes, exactly.
It's like Roger, American Dad.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What was your password? I don't know. Password 123. See, I require letters and numbers. Because he puts a hit on his own persona. I think that's what reminds me of Oni.
Yeah.
That's like the person when they said you got to use
Had my name, bitch.
for their password. They had to use all capitals.
Nice.
Wow, she colored it. That's actually cool. If you want to see a colored image of some of these comic pages, look in our Discord. Photos.
Cool.
She's working on a whole book.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Not a
That turns to be how comics work. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Her and my brother got in it today. It was pretty funny.
Yep, Ezreal did boost us.
Oh, thank you so much, Ezreal. Ooh, excuse me. That one came out.
Whoa.
But yeah, if you see the QR code and you don't see it long enough, you can check it out on Nova's ass in Discord. You can check out all our social media outlets. I think we were at 8 there, and of course, same amount on other socials. So when everyone else gets 50 of them, we get 8. So we don't get any help on anything. So that's awesome.
Hey,
I didn't put my weight in here. Did you update this week?
apparently no change.
No change. All right. I got fatter, I guess.
Ah,
I lost a nipple.
I'm at 216 now. So I went from 213. I was 215 and then 216. I am not losing any more weight. I am staying at this weight. I am not dropping weight anymore.
so I have dropped down back to 218. I forgot to update
Oh,
it.
okay. All right. So that's when, hey, Chief, what do you weigh this week? Well, Badger, my weight was 216. Can you change that in the slide? Thank you, Badger. I'm just kidding. That's my fault for not like telling her the weight. So, but yeah, he's Ezreal's 180.
Damn, dude.
So like he's like one of my legs. Basically.
Yeah, well.
I'm lying like a
Like
mofo, he says.
Only you don't own a scale.
I would be scared if you did and very concerned for your well-being.
Oh, wow. He's up. Ezreal's up to 205.
I mean,
Well,
I've owned a scale, but I just don't own one right now because I don't fucking see the point.
Because she steps
Although I
on it,
do
it's like,
get
eat some
concerned.
fucking food.
It's like, is
Or
there
if she's-
somebody on here yet?
If she steps on it, it just kind of recoils up and shoots her into her ceiling.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've gained some weight. I don't know. Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. I don't know anymore. I don't. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that alone.
So just add an ink pen to the scale, and it would balance out.
You're down 90, Rio. Good for you.
Damn, dude.
Wow,
Damn.
awesome.
Good for him. Yeah, like poor Oni, she can't go shopping because she can't trigger that weighted mat pad to open up the door. So,
What the
poor
fuck?
her.
Except it's not.
Let's-
What?
Please go to the McDonald's across the street and get some Big Macs.
No, because I don't like McDonald's, and they keep telling me to get a Grimace shake. The
Okay,
only
a
thing I
Grimace
can
shake.
do is Grimace.
Well, you and Grimace might be like separated at birth.
We need to have like one of those walk around cameras with Oni, because that would get some good clips.
A day in the life of Oni.
But
I just want
It'll
a
be boring
camera
as
in her
fuck,
car.
yo.
What's that?
not if we sit you places like
watching-
you hate McDonald's, we'll send you to McDonald's just to hear your reaction. You know what I mean?
What the
Like, do you
fuck?
have
I like
anything good here?
Sonic. I like Wendy's.
We'll
Yeah,
go.
she likes, I like
Okay,
Wendy's too. Do you like the chili?
McDonald's. I think I've had their chili, which is pretty good. I will say their bacon pub melt and their bacon pub fries
Wendy's, please sponsor us.
pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie, and
Wendy's
it's coming from
sponsor
someone who
us.
doesn't drink. I don't mind the taste of the tangy beer in it. Okay, it tastes good.
Right,
Also because
yeah.
I mean, you know, it's got bacon. It's pretty fucking good, anyways.
Yeah.
But for McDonald's, okay, Sonic is just good grease
Baby
food.
gap for
Okay,
Odie.
it's just good. Shut the fuck up, Ezreal. But with McDonald's, I do like their filet of fish. At least when I used to eat it.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone's got memories of their pancake thing, you know, where it's got the pancakes and the eggs and some sausage or bacon. Yeah,
big
there's just something
breakfast,
simple about that. That's special. It's just the simplicity in it. But I like their McGriddle as well. But
still have
that's
that?
about it.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
We'll just
Okay.
try this.
What the
Next
fuck do you
time
mean?
anybody eats McDonald's, get hot mustard and dip your fries, your burger, everything in it. It just makes it taste
No.
10 times better.
Don't
Yeah.
do that
No,
ever,
see,
guys.
Noah was like, "That's
Later,
horrible."
Rio.
And now that's
Have a good
all he
night,
does.
Rio.
That's all he does is eat hot mustard. So I won't eat McDonald's without hot mustard.
Don't you eat like fast food like 3 times a week?
Probably more than that, sadly.
Wow.
I mean, I
I had-
subsist off of like carbs. So
My boss's wife is Nicaraguan, and every Friday she brings in food for the staff, for all the instructors.
Oh God.
And she brought in like these chicken parm, and it's like, it was like heaven, dude. It was so good. And then she made like this macaroni with like, there's like some sort of spinach in it. And I was like, oh my God,
Ooh.
this is amazing.
I did have Sonic this week, so
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hero knows how much I can put away at McDonald's. So
It's frightening. I thought I was going to lose an
we
arm.
talked about it last week.
Actually, my McDonald's today was shit.
No, 2 weeks ago.
Fucking horrible.
Ugh.
Of course, I'm sick of shit like that too. So
Yeah, you get sick of it really quick because it's heavy. I've been dreaming about like the ghost pepper wings at Popeyes.
I want some.
Ooh,
They're
Hang on, I
fucking
think
good,
someone may have
bro.
gotten them. Let me ask.
What's that?
Give me a second. Someone ate Popeyes today, and I know they've had a spicy chicken sandwich and about burned their mouth off, which is fucking hilarious. I don't know if he ate that.
Was it magma?
Yeah, let me see.
I hate spicy shit.
Yeah, like my dad likes bland shit too, like salsa. Like he likes mild salsa. I'm like, no, I need. Oh, you know, Hero looks like he's got to go take a shit. He's
No,
like,
actually, I was
okay.
I was gonna go and grab some of the hot sauces that I recently.
Oh, okay.
had.
You gonna give it to Rogue Penguin?
Ooh,
If
kitty.
you donate, we'll make.
No,
you
that was
drink 'em.
not a kitty. That was a dog.
Oh, okay.
She
Hello,
thinks she's
doggy.
a cat.
Doge.
Yeah, it's like what is it? 6 wings for $5. So I'd have to get three of them.
If you go to
hello, little
Buffalo
doggy.
Wild Wings on Tuesday or Thursday,
Aw.
it's
She's
buy one
actually
get
a
one
nice
free.
Chihuahua. Usually Chihuahuas are nasty.
Oh my gosh,
Look how she's like a sweet. Look at her, she's a sweetheart.
she will bark her ever loving head off at new people
Yeah.
and then run away from them and then come back barking again until they reach down. And when they reach down, she'll like sniff their hand and then roll over on her back and be
Yep.
like, pet my belly, damn it.
Yeah.
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 Hi, Cairo. We see you.
Yes.
You got
he
a
is.
holy animals today.
They get along really well.
Yeah, actually.
How's she dealing with the baby? The kitten?
She's very curious and they both harass her and she will meow incessantly until I come by and rescue her. Yeah.
Like what is this other animal here?
And when I say harass, I mean like Cairo will try to groom the little girl and Rapunzel will come up and try to play with her, which is weird because Rapunzel is 10 years old.
Wow. She was around pretty good then, huh?
And she does. But every now and again you can tell she's getting old because she'll jump off the couch and she'll squawk a little bit. And I think she's getting that Chihuahua arthritis.
I got the itis too.
It's Cat. He has transformed into Cat.
I am
Meow, meow.
Puss in Boots,
All
his
right.
brother.
Down you go, little girl.
What can
Stinky,
you do? You can't do anything. You can
Stinky Butthole. That's my name.
He can wave. Yeah, it's weak.
Oh my gosh.
He can't dance. That sucks. Oh, he can. He can puff his cheeks out, stick his
He's a
tongue
freak
out.
YouTuber.
Oh, that's weak.
That
I want a
is
kid.
It's the creepiest looking tuxedo cat I've ever seen.
I got a few
Biggest
other cats.
Fucking grin.
Hold on. I have
So the next
a
slide we got
calico.
is our trivia, Chieftain.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting to it.
Oh, my bad.
I'm looking for the sound.
I can make his head big. Well,
Okay. So, the trivia. Indiana Jones was afraid of snakes. His father also had a fear as well. What did his father have a fear of?
marriage.
A, rats. B, spiders. Or C, he relates to soda in this aspect, marriage.
That's weird.
Remember.
Yep.
The answer is rats.
Wow. Okay.
Because he says when he's looking for the shield of Joseph of Arimathea in Venice, in Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, He goes, Dr. Schneider goes to Indiana. He's like, you found it. Your father would be so proud. He wouldn't have gone that far. He wouldn't got past the rats. He hates them. He's scared death of them, I think is the line. So yeah, I've watched that movie more than once.
No.
I've been watching it just all when I changed my Twitch. Okay. But yeah, it's rats. Because you remember it's like all those rats were like in the petroleum. And it was like they're in there and like I was all grossed out by that shit. I wouldn't have got past the first movie with the spiders. Just saying. He says, Snake Shock! I hate snakes. I hate them. Stop being a wuss. He tells them. I don't know. They've been playing the movies all the time because the new movie's out. But yeah. And if you haven't seen enough pussy, here's more.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
If you like our content, please tell your friends. And those friends will tell your friends. We are trying to hit affiliate on Kick. So if you're new and you're on Twitch and you want to try us, we're going to probably do an exclusive Kick stream pretty soon, probably in September. We're just going to go on there 1 week. And we're going to try to hit affiliate on there because Whittlebear says, it's so much easier. I got 1,900 subs last night. And I'm like, that's fantastic for you. That's awesome.
Jesus.
All right, let's go there. Let's see if we can do it.
We're going to do like
I will say we've made more progress in 1 day than we did in a year and a half.
What?
We made more progress on Kick than we did in just in 1 day on Kick than we did in damn near a year on Twitch. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and you will be coming on there. We're going to be doing guerrilla videos as well inside of Discord because apparently Soda, Actinova, and Sasha and Mark apparently very funny in Discord, and
they can be.
And let's go and Kick because there's no toss there.
Right.
So I said, try not to be racist, Nova. Like, try your hardest not to do that.
Law.
I'm just kidding. He's not racist. He just hates
not all the time.
People.
Yeah, he just hates
for
that.
some reason. He hates pretty much every race. So he hates his
including emus.
He's an equal opportunity offender. What was that?
Including emus.
Yeah, he hates fucking emus. Yeah, emus. But drop bears.
Well, I mean,
that
sounds rather painful.
Yes, it does sound really painful. So we're gonna raid Amaranth, okay, Nova?
Wow.
Why does he hate emus?
They kick the shit out of him.
I hate emus. Why don't you?
I hate
ask him in the
emos
chat.
too.
Ask an Aussie. Hashtag Ask an Aussie. Hero says. It's emusing.
No.
All right, you're cut off from that.
You can't cut her off.
Oni, how do you do that when you're completely fucking exhausted? How do you come up with shit like that when you're completely tired?
It's just a thing.
It's a gift.
Reflex?
It's just I got to. It's like you're here on this earth to do something, but at the least torture people. Okay, I can do that. Oh, puns, awesome.
I can't even say
maybe it's why I'm so exhausted. Is I can't stop thinking about things, and when I try to not think about things, I have to try to not think about things, which makes me think harder about things like not thinking. Which is probably why I've been going to work at about 6 a.m. for the last week or two.
Update. Oh, I did.
Torture yourself for no good reason.
I got it updated.
I've been up since like definitely before 4 because I made bread. I finally made some bread, which arguably it's more like it's just brown sugar bread.
I don't know what the patch.
That might not end well, Chief.
That kid would have like press shirts, and the kid would be doing it on his own. Have it all like a uniform going to school, and then only if there was a fight in school, she'd beat the shit out of the bully. It'd be like great
and get away with
commentary.
it.
It's like,
well, the only
who's
problem
this
is I don't make enough to support that.
What's that?
I don't make enough money to support that, and with my life the way it is right now, definitely wouldn't be able to. Also, the fact that I am single working that doesn't really look good for a lot of adoptions. Not
Gotcha.
even for fosters. Like,
So
don't
you
get me
thought
wrong.
about it.
Well, yeah, because there's the idea of.
This is like a revelation.
Oh yeah, no, I've considered it,
cool.
and I'm not the only person either. That the idea of, even if it's just a foster or it's an adoption, giving a young person a place to call home, no matter how old they get, where they came from, they have a
Hear that,
home.
Nova?
And when you look at the numbers of the foster system or the adoption system, it's fucking depressing. I mean,
It is.
the rate of kids who wind up in the criminal justice system or wind up dead or just disappeared, it's heinous. And unfortunately, the older you get as a child, it doesn't get better. It gets worse.
We need to find. We need to find an Aaron Judge. Is what we need to find.
Right. Aaron Judge was adopted by his family. He's got an adopted sister too, and he's the home run. Now he makes $450 million over 10 years for the Yankees.
Yeah, so
I heard
gave him up.
Yeah, someone gave him up. He's 6'7", 270.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he wasn't always like that.
No,
I mean,
he was 6'7" and 230.
But you never know what your child is going to turn out to be. That's the point.
Right.
Like, don't
Simone Biles.
If you have a kid, raise that fucking kid. You never know. You know.
Simone Biles was adopted too, and she was a world Olympic champion. Go ahead, Oni. I'm cutting you off.
No, you're good. There was he comes to mind a lot just because I sometimes wonder about him. He has made it his life's work to adopt children who are terminally ill.
Right.
Oh, that'd be hard though.
That's tough.
They are
That
hospice.
would be hard.
And what happened was, I don't know if he and his wife ever had children of their own. His wife passed away some years ago. And what he has done is he's dedicated his life to caring for these children who just need love in the time that they have left. Some of them have, I mean, like, they don't have certain senses, like they're blind or they're deaf or, you know, whatever it could be, on top of hospice care. That he cares for every one of those children, makes their meals, holds them, sings to them, whether they can hear him or not.
Who is this?
I don't ever remember his name, but I do know he's a practicing Muslim, and he just lives his life for these kids and shows them a love that they may not have gotten, or from whatever circumstances they could not get from their parents. You know, I'm not going to say every kid that's put in the adoption system was abandoned. Some of them, it's horrible circumstances. But knowing that that's the future of our people, the future of society, you know, I had a great support system. For all the ups and downs my family has been through,
Ahmed Bazik.
We are stronger than ever.
Strong.
Oh God.
Heartache to
But
heart.
and I can brag to
We
people
stand.
about my parents. You know, going on about, hey, my parents don't care if you're gay, straight, or whatever. My parents don't care if you go to college or not. My parents don't care about any of that. They just care about, what are you doing to improve your life or the lives of the people around you today? What are you doing better today than you did yesterday? What do you have in mind for the future? That's all they really care about. You know, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? What are you doing to enrich your life? And not everybody gets that. And that's so fucking sad, which is why I want to share my parents around, because they're cool. And I don't say that because I'm biased. I say that because my parents are actually cool. If you couldn't tell from the whole, you know, turning on all the egg timers at a Macy's and then almost getting kicked out of Braveheart. You know, or, you know, being allowed to shoot pellet guns in the house. That was fun.
Wow.
I mean, allegedly. So, you know, I would want to share that with other people because my parents, I would not be here without my parents in a lot of ways, but mostly in the instilling in me these values and this level of character. So I always want to share my parents around because I know not everybody had that. So I don't care if you're, 20 or 40. I think you'd like my parents. I think you'd think my parents are pretty cool, and my parents would definitely see. We got one
Her
to
dad
back
is
up that it's not
fucking
just me.
hilarious. Yeah, her dad is hilarious. Like, love her dad.
But
Your future father-in-law.
but my parents will give you that support. They'll say, "Hey, I'm proud of you. You're doing great. It's okay to feel down sometimes."
I mean, if they're okay with their
take a
daughter
moment.
dating me, then they're
I'm more concerned about Oni being okay with you dating her than her dad.
What?
I would be more after Oni's approval than, well,
my parents are
both, but
awesome. I love my
yeah.
parents too. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot. I mean, it's like I tell everybody, when you're younger and your parents try to give you life lessons, and you're like, I don't want to listen to this bullshit. And then 20 years later, when you're actually an adult yourself, you're like, I should have listened to my fucking parents. Like when I was younger, like they were always like 90% of the time they were right. So like,
my parents were always wrong and I was right.
and my parents have actually gotten really, as they got older, they've been really nice. Like,
oh, mine get worse. Like my dad's like, what?
Well, yeah, yours argue all the. I mean, that's different. Mine.
It's fucking Italians, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone yells. Like,
I'm gonna
ask
say,
Hero.
Chief, your parents are pretty dang
Wow,
cool and
that's
pretty
real,
dang
that
nice.
sucks.
Yeah, they're nice.
They
nice.
do argue and loudly, but
yeah, see, no one believes me when I said I'm the fucking quiet one. No one believes me, and now Hero has experienced it, and he can confirm. Am I the quiet one?
Strangely, yes. You are inherently loud. You are inherently loud, but they are magnitudes louder.
Yeah, it's bad.
And it's funny though to say that, having met your dad, who
I do everything.
He is he's passive, but don't poke the bear. That's the way I see him. He's passive, but don't poke the fucking bear, because he will roar.
Yeah, we warned him to be nice when you were here. That's why that was like that. But, people were telling me that, like, Chief, you were verbally abused as a kid. There's a story where I was like a baby, like 3 months old or something, and my dad's side of the family was at my parents' house, and they're like being loud and rebel rousing and whatever, like being loud in the kitchen, like playing cards or something like that. And my mom checked on me, and like I walked in there yelling, and I was jumping in my crib every time they were screaming. And my mom goes back into the kitchen. She's like, your son, every time you guys are loud and screaming, your 3 months old son is jumping in his crib. You know what my dad says? He'll get used to it.
Deal with it. Deal with it.
I'm 47 years old, and I still jump when he does that shit.
Still,
I still like shake, and like there's like a nervous switch. It's bad.
You still
like,
don't.
I fight it, but it's.
He jumps up and down in his crib still.
Yeah,
undoubtedly.
I do have a crib now, but it's a little bit bigger.
Bigger crib.
Can
confirm. Bigger diapers,
Can confirm he still does jump in his crib.
Yeah. Wow.
And he still has his beanie.
Yes.
He uses it as a weapon now.
It's pretty nasty looking after 40 years, but he's got his beanie.
Gross.
Gross.
I do have a baby picture of me with the beanie. I can find it. I have it on my desktop somewhere. Let me see.
We'll have to do that one day. Childhood pictures like they do in the NBA and shit and
Oh my
baseball.
God.
God.
My hair looks like it does in this picture. My hair was that color as a child.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so it was white.
I can't remember what it was. My stepmom posted a picture. It was a side by side of me while I was in the army and my dad when he was in his early 30s, late 20s, I think. And my wife saw it and he just couldn't stop talking about how I look like a carbon copy of my dad when he was that age.
That's me as a baby.
Oh, well, yeah. What the fuck? Are you being real? That's like
Ezreal, I thought you knew that. I'm pretty sure we discussed shit about being in the
heroes
army.
in the army. Yeah, he was the.
And yes, my wife as well.
Yeah, so that's me as a baby. You could tell I was always angry.
You
I
look
could
fucking angry as
tell-
shit.
Yeah, I could tell you're also Italian from that picture.
The FBI was watching him. He's like, we gotta watch this kid and make sure he doesn't turn into Dahmer or something.
Are we fucking done with this photo shoot? I gotta go shit my pants.
Throwing shit at people.
I was
from the
waiting for
crib.
Oni to say something. Like, I had that same look now.
I mean, it's a baby picture, so.
But that's the angriest baby picture I think I've ever seen.
Very possibly.
It's like, I want to.
You know what that reminds me of? The fucking kid from the meme that's at like the baseball game that's going, yes!
Oh, the hockey game. He's
I
like,
thought that was a hockey game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Hockey
right.
game.
Hockey game. Hockey game.
yeah.
That's the fucking coolest. I don't know whose kid that is, but that kid's fucking awesome.
That's the coolest kid in America. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Full
Yeah.
color, 1976.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, color wasn't very
Bicentennial.
good back then.
Polaroid.
With some dirt.
Ah,
in
that's
your
not a
eye.
professional picture. My mom told me recently that like, she's like, you don't know how it is living. We were talking about paycheck to paycheck. It's like I'd always be nervous every time your kids got sick because we were like always like a week away from being in the poorhouse. It was bad in the 70s and 80s. It was really bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how it is now. Inflation and gas, it's like almost as bad. Like insurance rates, all that shit. It's just like, I go, is this just like the 70s? She's like, this is exactly like when Carter was president. I'm like, oh my god, this is horrible. We're
Well,
living
I
in
got
hell.
another.
And then you
year.
get to get a whole history lesson on economics from when Carter was in office.
Oh, I already knew
year.
because I learned that in school.
Yeah, to be fair,
Now you just
you
learn how to
don't
be
hear
trans
as
in school.
much.
Hey, anyone that is in Twitch right now, if you want to convert over to kick.com/lagging out and make sure you
Follow.
slam that follow button there. We're trying to get the 72 follows so that way we can get affiliate there and make some money so that way we can go to conventions so that way we can watch Oni sign autographs and be miserable. So if you guys
on my way. That's a diehard fan right there. I love
yeah,
this
Ezreal
guy.
Ezreal's been with us forever. I love that guy. That
Yeah.
guy's like the fucking best, man.
Yeah.
He keeps on changing his gamer tag, so I keep on like I was like, hey, it's Ezreal this week, and now like next year it's gonna be Ezreal cutie pie or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, Jesus.
But
I've done it once.
I've done it once. What was it before? I know I can't remember what the old gamer tag was.
Shoot, I remember he had his Discord name with a slash in it, so he had two names, and I think one was his original gamer tag.
That was Ubaku Gaming. Yeah, I was gonna change mine to the Spartan because people were like Chieftain's offensive, so I was gonna change it to the Spartan.
And then you got wise and decided not to bow to political correctness.
Yeah, I
He's
said
not
fuck
going
it.
And how is it offensive? They do realize
People get
that,
mad. Like only people get
What-
mad for stupid shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
but they do realize that like the Celtic tribes had chieftains.
Yeah,
In
I have a
Scotland,
headdress. That's why.
they're chieftains.
Right.
It's not. It's kind of like, well, what's the difference between an emperor and a king? Well, there's a lot of different nuanced things, reasons why, but just because you have one in one part of the world doesn't mean it doesn't exist in the other part of the world. Like, that's weird. And also, you're trying to compare apples to oranges because there are certain things that just don't fucking translate.
Right.
You know, that's you're taking it out of the context that it was in, and you're trying to assign it a value that it did not have because the value either doesn't exist anymore, or you're trying to assign it a value that isn't equal to what it used to be anyways. It always just bothers me because let's go to something even simple as this. Religion. Let's talk about the Bible.
No.
How many versions of the Bible exist? How many region areas? But some of those words in the original texts don't have English translations. Why?
Oh,
because
Jesus.
English is pretty fucking different from any of the languages that are related in the same family. And then you have to remember the number of times it's been translated, the years that have changed. You're trying to make it all fit instead of just go, we're going to put a note here. So we're going to say this as the literal translation. And we're going to give the context on the breakdown of why we chose the words we did and the actual sentence it was used in. Because there are certain phrases that have been abused the fuck out of, and it's a complete misquote, or it's taken completely out of context. So people who try to weaponize religion for that shit, that really bugs me. Because when someone can point it out in the fucking book, when you can point it out from the source material and go, oh, so you're lying to me.
Ezra went and created a cattle kick just to follow it.
Thank you so much, Ezra.
Oh,
That's
yay,
what I'm talking about.
thank you.
This guy, I like him. He's a stand-up dude.
Yeah.
Good people.
And I'm trying.
I miss him
figure out-
watching Call of Duty when he played. He used to come in and stream it for us, get me entertained because he actually knew what he was doing. Unlike
Oh,
Yeah, it's tripping out.
oh yes, I see the warnings on the bottom there.
Nope, offline.
Oh God, we just got knocked offline.
Oh, now we're back. We're on back. We're on kick. Oh, here we go. We're back. Sorry, guys. Chieftains forgot to
Did it
feed the
get kicked
hamsters.
off?
Forgot to feed the hamsters.
I hit the wrong button.
Thought they were gerbils.
Whatever he likes to put up there, I don't judge.
They're squirrels.
I saw, what was it, a Russian badger was at the pet store, and it was like a Russian hamster. It was the fucking weirdest hamster I'd ever seen. It was like a long-haired hamster. It's like you'd have to brush that thing like every
Oh, I
fucking
see
day.
nose. Like it's a guinea pig.
No, it wasn't a guinea pig because we were looking
Sure.
at we were looking at the guinea pigs because they were hopping around like bunnies, but apparently they hop when they're happy. So,
Oh, okay.
They eat them in different countries.
oh, I know. We
Sounds
actually had this.
delicious.
We had this talk with your dad last night. Actually, that's funny. Yeah,
I mean, I'd try guinea pig.
I mean they just run around as pets, and whenever they're done, they just throw them in the fucking stew.
Wow.
I think we even figured out what country, right, Badger?
Peru.
Yeah. Hey, Beck's
Pretty sure
on.
it's Peru.
She hasn't been on in a while.
I know, right?
She
Why
comes
is he
on.
seeing
Flores
that
sombrero.
She comes on once a week. It's like 1,000 subs, and it doesn't show up for another week.
Oh, she makes her money and then leaves. I get it. I do the same thing.
What's up
I
with-
see her notifications pop up on my phone on Twitch every couple of days.
It's rare. Oh,
Big
well.
Beck sings every 20 subs, $50 donation or 5,000 bits. Man, like
you need to put that up there.
talking about two different levels.
Chief will sing every 20 subs.
She's a good singer too.
She's decent, above average. Ezreal said he'd rather sub for you not to sing.
Megara song was awesome.
Hey, we got
I
10,
would
10
I'm
viewers.
gonna do a cover of a song. I'm gonna try to like mix it and see if I can get it close. There's a couple of songs that are done by female vocalists that I could probably turn into some sort of like raspy kind of like
A grunge song.
like yeah, I was practicing it in the car. I'm like, I know if with my mixer and adjusting it, I know I can make it sound good.
Oh, you can do anything with the Adobe program.
Because I mean, I was in chorus from 4th grade to 12th grade, and I can sing. I just don't do it. But and I don't do it here because I don't want people like Nova going, "Dear Lord," and go, "God, don't do that." So I don't do it. So it's like I don't want to do it because then like if I do it and I think I sound good and someone else says, "Oh, you fucked up,"
Well, I sit there and rap for him every day in Discord.
I was like, I was gonna do tag team. Well, let's.
There we go. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's fucked up.
So on behalf of the very lovely Blacklight Oni,
Hooray!
Hero, the IT guy, the very patriotic Soda Pop.
Thanks for coming, and all the people over on Kick.
Yep.
Hey, we appreciate
tell
y'all.
everyone we are officially on Kick. I'm Chieftain. We're lagging out. And we will see you next week. Check out our announcements, see where we're going to be.
Happy
See you
4th.
guys later.
Night.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Lol.
Light fireworks responsibly.